TLG Peterbilt, West Plains Bank and Trust, Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, Goebel's Collision Repair, Miller's Satellite and Home Store, Iron Brand Realty, Par 4 and more, Wilbanks Tire, Habitat for Humanity, MSU West Plains, Car Mart of West Plains. Also brought to you by Butler Heating and Air, Hawkins Home and Lawn, Ozark Independent Living, Cape Electric, SMP Quality Auto Glass, State Farm Insurance Agent Justin Shelby, West Plains Wind Supply, Simmons Bank, Ozark Hills Realty, Don's Auto Service, Shrimp Runner, and brought to you by Edgeler and Harper, Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment, Rick's Truck Repair, Bailey Chevrolet and GMC, and Wood Mechanical.
And now West Plains Zizzers football on the official home of the Zizzers, Hot Country KDY.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, on the home of the Zizzers. This is Paul Knight along with Travis Smith. We're in Carl Junction, Missouri, a nice 2-hour and 51-minute drive from West Plains, going 75 miles an hour on the interstate. But we made it.
We made it well.
We did.
We were talking earlier. That's the toughest thing about West Plains being the biggest town in the middle of nowhere. You're going to travel. I think our shortest round-trip distance is something like 270-some-odd miles.
I was going to say, I think this one's like 480 miles one way. Felt like it.
Almost to Kansas. That's why.
Well, we're 5 miles from the Kansas line.
Did you notice all the trees were leaning west?
Yeah.
You know why? Because Kansas sucks.
And you're wearing blue.
That's true.
Yeah, you're wearing blue. Anyway, we've got football tonight here from Carl Junction, the Zizzers taking on the Carl Junction Bulldogs. And Travis, we talked a little bit before the game started, the fact that this is a very big football game for both teams because of the district standings and the way they set up right now. The winner of this game gets next week off.
Gets it off. You get a bye, and basically if they don't, you're probably going to be a third seed. So that's why this game is so important. It's a conference and a district game. Win, and you're in, and you get a bye. And you know as well as I do, if you get a bye this time of year, that's a great chance to get some of your guys a chance to heal, get better, and get ready for the next game. So huge game tonight at Carl Junction.
Well, there's always that opportunity for, because Rogersville they won last night. I think they played somebody on Thursday night and won their game. So they're going to be in the district standings, probably number 2, playing the loser of this game next Friday night at most likely their place, because they'll be the number 2 seed unless something strange happens between now and Monday afternoon.
And if I'm correct, if we do get the first round bye, the next game will be a home game.
We'll not travel as long as we play district games if we're the number 1 seed.
That's great.
Yeah.
I love that.
The only time we have to travel is if you're the 2 seed and you have to go to the 1st seed. So anyway, we're got football tonight here from Carl Junction. Talking about Rogersville, drove through there at about 75 miles an hour. Anyway, speed limit there is 65, but their construction zones don't matter anymore. Anyway,
we had a pass.
We did. We have the KKDY pass because we're on 102.5, bringing you Zizzer football every Friday night. We're on the road, Travis and I, here in Carl Junction tonight, and we'll be back in 2 minutes with a kickoff here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Are you needing to sell your real estate? Seek help today from the professional realtors at Century 21 Ozark Hills Realty. Their agents have decades of combined experience and are experts in all areas of real estate, including commercial real estate, farms, new construction, and of course, residential. So if you are looking to sell, turn to Century 21 Ozark Hills Realty at 1822 Porter Wagner Boulevard in West Plains.
Home and Lawn.
Hi, this is Anna. We are excited to announce the new line of Best Home Furnishings with the Field & Stream brand. Field & Stream has inspired generations to explore and cherish the great outdoors. And now you can bring this timeless legacy into the heart of your home. This beautifully crafted collection of modern lodge-style furniture is designed to honor stories of adventure, family, and tradition. Stop in today at our West Plains and Mountain Grove stores. Financing available, and we deliver.
Helping in your community is a great feeling. Howell County Habitat for Humanity is working on building their 31st home this year. If you would like to be a volunteer, it is easy and quite rewarding. Habitat for Humanity needs volunteers to work on Saturdays. To step up to be a volunteer, call or go by the Habitat Restore at 1109 Porter Wagoner Boulevard. Do it once, and if you have fun, do it again. Howell County Habitat for Humanity, helping families one home at a time.
This is Damon at TLG Peterbilt, Willow Springs. We supply parts for all makes of trucks and trailers to get you back on the road quickly as possible. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Find us on Highway 60 in Willow Springs or online at tlgtrucks.com for fast, friendly service to get you back on the road in no time. TLG Peterbilt, uptime all the time.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Paul Knight back here with Travis Smith. We're in Carl Junction. Both teams are on the field. We're waiting for the officials to get the team captains, and that's going to the middle. The play clock is off. The 40-second clock is on. But anyway, we got a pretty good football game, and a game that means something, Travis. Like we talked about before, it's an opportunity for the winner to host the playoffs for the rest of the season, and the loser is going to get that third seed most likely and get one home game before they have to go on the road.
Well, and Paul, home field advantage, just like us talking about how far it was over here, that's a huge plus because you don't have to be in the bus for 3 hours one way, get there 2 hours before time. It takes up an entire day when you've got a game this far away.
I was going to say it's a long drive for a guy in a Spark driving 75 miles an hour, let alone being on a bus going 60. Yeah. You know, and the seats are right up against your knees. But anyway, we've got football here tonight from Carl Junction, and the West Plains Zizzers hosts are playing at Carl Junction. The Bulldogs come in with a record of 5-3. The Zizzers are 6-2. And, of course, we've already talked about it. This is a big game because the winner gets to go on in the playoffs. Number 1 seed, the loser, is probably going to be the number 3 seed and going to have to one home game before they'll have to start playing on the road.
Well, and I'll tell you, too, Paul, it is such a difference to this way the year started compared to how we've adjusted. After the Mountain Home game, there's a lot of people in town thinking, this is going to be a tough year. They responded well, and they've come back, and they've won some really good ball games.
Well, they've won some good games. They've had not really close games, except for, at times we let people back in the ball game with an interception return for a touchdown or a kickoff return for a touchdown. But for the most part, we've been in control of the games we've won. We're 6-2. Of course, we lost to Mountain Home early, and they're a pretty good team, being ranked in the 6A in Arkansas, and also lost to Branson, who has won the conference. They are 6-0 in the conference, and nobody can be 6-0 when you've already got a loss. And they, of course, will be I think they're the number 1 seed in their district going into the playoffs next week.
So you've lost against 2 really good teams and stuff. And one of the things we always talked about, when you play better competition, it makes you better as a team as well. So you have those games, you have some losses, put them under your belt, and they've been full throttle ever since then.
Well, you talked a little bit about losses and put them under your belt and go from there. Still no time. Oh, there it is, 3:05. We're going to take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with the kickoff here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Do you have assisted devices that you no longer need, such as a wheelchair, a walker, a cane, or shower chair? You can donate it to Ozark Independent Living. They will in turn give it to someone in need. It's local people helping local people. Ozark Independent Living in West Plains at 1098 Avenue, 417-257-0038.
Your care, your choice, your independence. Ozark Independent Living.
If you have 10 minutes and online access, you're ready to open a new checking or savings account with West Plains Bank and Trust Company. Already a customer? Just log into digital banking and click Add an Account, making the switch to West Plains Bank and Trust Company. Welcome. Simply visit westplainsbank.com and click Open Account. 24/7 convenience, FDIC insured, free debit card and e-statements. It's simple and convenient to open your account online with West Plains Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC.
This is Ginger with Miller Satellite and Home Store. If you're needing affordable and reliable internet, then we have a package for you. Give us a call today at 417-255-1972 and ask about our new HughesNet Lite plan for only $49.99 a month with a $10 savings a month for the first 12 months and only a 1-year contract. Once again, that's Miller Satellite and Home Store, 417-255-1972. Or check us out online at millersat.com.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we have it all for you. Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, where we love what we do.
Savings throughout the store. Hi, this is Zane. We are celebrating our 20th anniversary with 20% off 5-quart Extreme Bar and Chain Oil, 20% off gallon Shell Zone antifreeze, 1 gallon Prime Guard antifreeze, now only $3.99. All this and much more, all for our 20th anniversary, now through October 31st. Thank you to all our customers for a great 20 years.
The action continues now with more Zizzer football on Hot Country KDY.
We're back at Carl Junction. Paul Knight along with Travis Smith. We're about to have the opening kicked off. The Bulldogs will be receiving. The Zizzers won the toss, but they have deferred to the second half. They will defend the south goal. The Bulldogs will defend the north goal, and the wind is directly, Travis, out of the west, or out of the east, blowing right in our face.
But
and the young lady is bundled up because she's got the window open.
Doing the filming tonight.
Yeah. Anyway, we got a ball game back deep for the Bulldogs. Number 2, that's one of their seniors, Marcus Lopez Durham. He was one of the seniors introduced earlier today. He is the deep man in the formation. Along with him is JoJo Ballard, and I think that's number 11 on the other side, and that would be Blaine Fleming. And we have light in our press box tonight, so I can see the roster.
Beautiful.
Cobb to kick it away. The left footer will kick it from the 40-yard line. Zizzers in the white and white uniforms. The Bulldogs are in the red and red helmets. The Zizzers in white and white helmets. So we got a contrast here tonight. Cobb's ready. He approaches the ball. It's a low punch kick. It bounces at the 20. It's picked up at the 25. And hit immediately. A good coverage by the West Plains Zizzers. The ball was picked up there by number 13, Keegan Wombo. And Womboga brings it back to the 29-yard line, Travis. Is that where they're going to mark it?
Very close.
How about the 30? These guys are one of those guys. We're going to put it on the yard line at the 30-yard line where it's going to be 1st and 10.
And good job by the kickoff team that time. Everybody stayed in their lanes, did what they were supposed to do.
1st and 10, Bulldogs come out with a shotgun formation. 3 receivers to the right side, shotgun running back to his right. He fakes it. He throws it down the middle. It's caught there by the wide receiver in the slot. That's JoJo Ballard. And Ballard picks up about 5 because they're going to mark him, guess what, right at the 35-yard line where it's going to be 1st and 10.
Bulldogs
2nd and 5.
Bulldogs come out and they just run a quick pass for a 5-yard gain.
Looks like our offense, except they're in red uniforms instead of white. Zizzers come out in the 3-5 defense. Bulldogs send 2 receivers to the right side, double tighty and motion man. Inside handoff, they fake and give it to the inside running back, and he's down the middle. And that's the number 2, Marcus Lopez Durham. And Durham's across the 45 to the 47-yard line where it's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Good misdirection by Carl Junction there as everything went left, running back went right, and he had a big hole. Hunter over there, they blocked him out. Linebacker needs to step up and make the play.
Zizzers in the 3-5 defense, really they're going to play 4 linebackers. Quarterback takes a snap, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself up the middle, and we were lucky that number 11 for the West Plains Zizzers with that one hand, number 11 for the Zizzers, Joshua Long, was there to make a tackle or he's gone. But he does pick up 7 and brings up 2nd down in about 3.
But both times, Carl Junction just ran off on that right side of the line. Big hole in between the tackle and the tight end.
I was going to say they got a big hole because they got some big old boys up front.
Yes, they do.
Big old boys up front. Double tight end formation for the Bulldogs. Inside ball's on the ground, and the Zizzers didn't get an opportunity as the quarterback's back on the ball. Quarterback, of course, is it number 15 or number 12?
Taking a look.
I can't see him.
Well, I do know on that last one, I forgot what his number was, but they were trying the old jet sweep.
Yep.
Just did not get a handoff. Ball went on the ground.
Number 17 is the quarterback. That's Mason Gilbert. He dropped the ball on the fake handoff, and it went on the ground. It's a loss of about 5. Brings up 3rd down and 7 from the 50-yard line. Zither defense needs to step up right here, Travis, on this 3rd and 7.
Yes, they do. First time that Carl Junction hasn't got some really good yardage. Now take advantage of it.
3 receivers to the left side, 1 running back. That's the little guy, Marcus Lopez Durham. You're going to fake, going to throw it out in the flat. Up there by the wide receiver, and he's got nowhere to go as the Zizzer defense came up strong. That's JoJo Ballard. Made the catch, loses about 4, and the Bulldogs are going to be punting this ball away.
And that was nice to see because they threw the screen. It was actually behind the line of scrimmage. 3 guys from West Plains came up and made the stop.
So it's 4th and 10. Bulldogs will punt from their own 46-yard line. Back deep for the Zizzers, number 24. You know this guy, Jackson Taylor. He'd like to get his hands on it, have a chance to run. Good snap, kicks away, almost blocked by the Zizzers, but the ball's going to be hit short at the 30 and take a, Bulldog bounce. My gosh.
My goodness gracious. Talking about living right.
Hit it at the 30-yard line. It's going to be blown dead at the 9. So the Zizzer offense will come on the field 1st and 10 at the 9-yard line with, where's the clock? I can't find it. 9 minutes to go in the quarter.
And, too, a lot of people say, why didn't he pick it up and run with it? Paul, that ball, that was amazing. It went another 25 yards down the field because it was just a wounded duck.
It hit at about the 32 and rolled all the way to the 9, and the Zizzers have it 1st and 10. Zizzer offense led by number 7. That's Ethan Miller. They come to the line of scrimmage. Jackson Taylor, the single setback. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver left. He goes in motion, across the formation, sets up in the slot. Taylor sets up at the wing. Miller's in the backfield by himself. We got people running all over the place, and they're going to hand it to the wide receiver coming around on the sweep. That's number 13 for West Plains. That's Jacob Moore. He crosses the 10. They're going to give him the 12. That's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd down and 7 to go.
Jacob Moore just saw a little bit of green in from him, did the right thing instead of trying to stretch it out, gets upfield, gets the positive yardage for West Plains.
Zizzers have the football, 2nd down and 7 at their own 12 after the punt by the Bulldogs on their first possession. Long way from home. I hope you guys are paying attention back there in West Plains as the Zizzers taking on the Bulldogs here in Carl Junction. Zizzers come to the line of scrimmage. Miller calls for it, fakes the handoff, then gives the ball to Taylor. And Taylor is hit at the line, but you know him, Travis. He's going to pick up some yards, picks up 3, gets to the 15. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and a long 4. Oh, they're going to give him the 26. So it's going to be a 3rd down and 4 from the 16-yard line for the West Plains Zizzers.
And Miller did an excellent job faking that time, making the ball look like it was going to the right. Turned around, handed Taylor. Taylor gets the yardage.
3rd down. Bulldogs make a killing here. 3 linebackers, 4 down linemen. They're going to bring the inside linebacker. Miller calls for the ball. Eventually, they'll snap it. He do. Miller's going to roll right. He looks down the field. Miller going to pick it up. He's going to run for the 1st down as he crosses the 20-yard line. Where are they going to mark him out, Travis? One official has it at the 20. The other one has it at the 21, and they're going to move the sticks and say it's a 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line for West Plains.
And Miller, that's one thing I love about this young quarterback. I mean, he looks for reads, and if he can't find it, he saw if I just tuck the ball and go, got the 1st down. Nice read by Miller.
You say young, he's a senior.
Well, I know. All these guys are young compared to us.
Compared to us.
Yeah, some of these kids could be a grandkid.
Or a great-grandkid. 1st and 10 from the 20. Motion across the formation. Millers drops right straight back. Pressure comes. He rolls to the left. Pressure comes. He throws it out here. It's going to be intended for absolutely no one, and it almost went in the trash can behind the Carl Junction bench. Incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for the West Plains Zizzers from their own 20-yard line as Miller had no one to throw to because all his receivers were on the other side of the field.
And he did, and that's why he did a good job when Paul talks about throwing it almost in the trash can. He just threw it out of bounds, got out of the pocket so no one could get to it.
2nd down and 10 from the 20. We're inside 7:20 to go as the clock is stopped at 7:19 to go in the first quarter. Zizzers with 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Miller calls for the shift in formation. Now we got 3 receivers to the right side. Snap back. Uh-oh, that's not good. That hits the ground. Miller's lucky to get on it at the 4-yard line, so a bad snap, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 22.
Forever, and you've got to wonder today, even though it's quit raining, that field still got to be a little bit wet, and it looked like it was slick.
Well, that ball never got off the ground, and it went right by Miller all the way back to the 4-yard line, where it's now 3rd and, it's more than 22, it's 3rd and 26.
Long way to go.
Long way to go for West Plains. Miller's going to be standing in his end zone to take this snap. 3rd down. Let's see what they do here. Pick up a little bit or try to get it all. Miller drops back. Quarterback draw. He's not going to get any. In fact, he's going to lose more yards, and he's tackled just outside the goal line as the ball is going to be spotted right at the 2-yard line. So it's a loss of 2 more on the play. And the Zizzers are going to be forced to punt from their own end zone. So a turnaround there by the bad snap from center on the shotgun pass.
And it was a good play call because you had so many people going deep down the field, but they were blitzing right up the middle and caught it.
Number 30 to kick for the West Plains Zizzers. Of course, that is, I forgot already. Cropper, yes. Snaps, kicks away, but it's fielded at the 35 and returned all the way down to the Zizzer 27-yard line. The reception there by JoJo Ballard takes it all the way to the 27, so the Bulldogs have it 1st and 10 from the West Plains 27, so the change of possession has favored the Carl Junction Bulldogs on that one, Travis.
Yes, it has, and we're fortunate, too, that the punt returner for Carl Junction tried to run back to the middle of the field because he had a lot of room up to the left.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line, they say, in at quarterback number 17. That is Mason Gilbert, senior quarterback, 6'1", 190, according to the program. Bulldogs come with 2 receivers wide right. Zizzers are going to play it man-to-man out there. Snap back, inside handoff to the running back. That's number 2, and that kid can run.
Yes,
Marcus Lopez reminds you a lot of Jackson Taylor. They look the same. They're about the same size, and they both are very quick on their feet. And Durham picks up about 5, make it 6, and it's a 2nd down and 4 from the West Plains 22-yard line.
Yeah, he did an excellent job of running that time with the line of scrimmage. Nothing there. Bounced it outside and got some yards.
And it's 2nd down and 4. Bulldogs have the ball at West Plains 22. This time they go 1 receiver right, 1 receiver left. They got a tight formation. Motion man. Inside handoff. They give it to the running back, and he had nowhere to go. In fact, he's going to lose about, they're going to say 3 because they're going to mark him at the 25. So the little inside trap was no trap at all, and it's a 3rd down and 7 to go for the Bulldogs from the West Plains 25-yard line.
The interior lineman for West Plains that time just filled every single gap, and they had nowhere to go, and that was a big plus because now instead of 3rd and 2, it's about 3rd and 7.
Well, you talked a little bit about those interior 3. They have really come on the last 4 or 5 weeks defensively and getting pressure and getting some stops in the backfield like they just did. 3rd down and 7. Bulldogs have men all over the place and run around anyway. And that should have been an illegal procedure because there were 2 guys in motion at the same time, and all of a sudden the man's got a long way to run. He was running right, went back to the left, and he's going to score. In for the touchdown is JoJo Ballard from 25 yards out. He was going to run a sweep right. He had nowhere to go there. He stopped, literally stopped, turned around, went the other way, and all the pursuit was gone, and he scores from 25 yards out.
That is one of the hardest things to teach on every level of football, especially even with high school, is telling those DNs, stay in your spot. Don't leave. We want to pursue, make something happen. Nobody was out there. First touchdown goes the Bulldogs.
So the Bulldogs are on the board with 4:14 to go. Extra point attempt is up. Looks good to me. They say it is, and it's a 7-0 ball game. Bulldogs on top. We'll be back in a minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Is it about time for a new heating and cooling system? Butler Heating and Air, your authorized Trane dealer, says now's the time. Because now through November 15th, you get an instant rebate on a new Trane system of up to $650. Get unbelievable comfort and reliability with a new Trane system from Butler Heating and Air. It's hard to stop a Trane.
BHA, Butler Heating and Air. Call 256-7984.
Building
lasting relationships, one customer at a time.
I've always wanted to be a nurse, but life got in the way. Kids, work, bills, it felt impossible. Then I discovered Missouri State West Plains has flexible programs that fit my schedule. Now I'm training for a career that gives back with job security for my family. Where do I want to be tomorrow? Helping others and building a future for my kids.
Missouri State West Plains. New beginnings, endless possibilities.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Travis Smith. These officials are not worried about the 1 minute in between plays. As the kickoff was happening about midway through the second commercial, Zizzers have it 1st and 10 at their own 20. Where are they going to mark it, Travis? 28-yard line. So the Zizzers have it down 7-zip. We're at 4:06 to go in the first quarter. The Zizzers have the ball in pretty good field position compared to where they finished their last drive.
Amen.
Miller in the backfield with Taylor. Motion man across the formation. Miller drops the ball, picks it up, pulls right, going to throw it away. We're having trouble hanging on to the football, Travis.
Yeah, and we talked about that earlier. I don't know if it's wet or we're just having trouble snapping it, but that was the second time.
That ball was on the ground from the time it left the center's hands till Miller tried to scoop it up. And it's now 2nd down and 10 from the 28. Clock stopped, 3:58 to go in the first quarter. Bulldogs on top, 7-zip.
Number 2, Malachi Maupin checks in as a receiver for the Zizzers.
He's the outside receiver on the left side. In the slots, number 22 for West Plains. That is Wyatt Dew. He can handle the football as well. Taylor comes back to the formation. Snap back, inside handoff to Taylor. Taylor's got a little bit of a hole. He's going to pick up 5, and that's about it, as he's going to be blown dead around the 33-yard line. So that'll be a pickup of 5 and bring up a 3rd down and 5 for West Plains from their own 33-yard line.
Taylor just so good about hitting that hole, and then after contact keeps those legs moving. They had about 4 Carl Junction defenders on him, still couldn't bring him down.
Offensive line did a pretty good job that time of getting Taylor to the line of scrimmage. That's the key. Get him to the line of scrimmage and let him do his thing at the second level. 3rd and 5. Zizzers with 1 man in the backfield. Miller rolls right. He's looking right. He's going to tuck it up. He's going to run, and he's not going to get the first down this time as he's knocked out of bounds hard at the 35-yard line, and he's still down on the ground, and we don't want to see that. He gets up very slowly, and the ball will be spotted somewhere around the 35, make it the 34, make it the 34-yard line, and it's going to be 4th and about 4 to go. And the Zizzers are going to punt it away.
Cropper back there.
Zizzers passing game not working yet. Cropper to punt it. Zizzers spread out across the formation. 4th and 4. Cropper, another low snap, but he picked it up, got the punt away. This one's going to hit at the 45, and it takes a Zizzer bounce. In fact, it takes a Zizzer bounce right into the Zizzer's hand, and it's going to be blown dead at the 37-yard line where the Bulldogs have it at their own 37, 1st and 10. With 3:02 to go here in quarter number 1.
Number 20, Gavin Marshall was the Zizzer who got down the field, found that football. And we had a good little roll on that, too.
Yeah.
The rolls are going the ways of the punters tonight.
Yeah, you want to be a punter tonight. No, you don't either. No one wants to be the punter.
You want to score.
No, you want to score. Zizzers have had 2 punts. The Bulldogs have had 1. Bulldogs have the football. Mason Gilbert in the shotgun, motion across the formation. He fakes it. We got an illegal procedure penalty or offside. Whistle was blown before the snap. Let's see what they're going to call. Dead ball. Legal procedure against the Bulldogs. That'll mark off 5. That'll take the ball back from the 37 to the 32-yard line, where it's going to be 1st and 15.
You called it on that last series, though, Paul. Carl Junction will have a couple people moving at the same time, and even though they called a different penalty there, it looked like there were 2 men in motion.
1st and 15, the Bulldogs come to the line of scrimmage. They lead 7-0. We're still late in the first quarter. Gilbert in the shotgun, motion, takes the handoff, looks down the field. Pressure comes from behind. The ball's on the ground. but Miller falls on it after the sack, and there to make the tackle. Number 4, that outside linebacker for the West Plains Zizzers, that is, I forgot, Warren Lawson. Sorry about that. I can't remember names. Warren Lawson. I got to look it up the first time.
Warren did a really good job coming off the edge that time, and they were fortunate that wasn't a fumble.
It's fourth, now it's second down, and about 19 to go for the Bulldogs from their own, let's call it the 26. Quarterback takes the snap. Inside handoff to the running back. He's to the outside. He's got some room, and he turns the corner, but nice chase down by the outside cornerback and the free safety. Number 13 for West Plains makes the tackle. That is Jacob Moore, a pickup of about 6, so it brings up third down and 11. The ball's going to be at the 36-yard line. We've got 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Bulldogs on top, 7-zip.
73, Rucker Freeman, and 79, Peyton Allen, along with Hunter down there. Those 3 big guys on the line making Carl Junction go outside.
He bounced it to the outside and had a little bit of room. Third and 11. Quarterback calls for the ball. Snap back. He looks right. He looks left. He throws left. The ball's caught at the 44-yard line. That's going to be short of a first down, but the Bulldogs are in that, quote, 4-down territory because it's fourth and about 4, and they're leaving their offense on the field. No, they're not. They're going to punt. They're going to punt the ball away, so they have some respect for the Zizzer defense as the 4th and 4 forces them to kick it away, and Taylor goes back to catch for the West Plains Zizzers.
Good job by the Zizzer defense, stopping the Bulldogs from getting more points.
Quarterback is a kicker. That's Gilbert. Snap. Kicks away. This is going to go out of bounds somewhere like about the 50-yard line.
Yeah, they should have marked it there because he really shanked that off the right side of his foot.
They're looking at each other. Oh, there's no way. The ball never got to the 35-yard line. And it went.
It was out of bounds at the 50. Yeah.
Yeah. They mark it at the 35, and there is no way that ball got to the. It didn't even get to the 35 when it hit the ground, and it's on the track.
Little home cooking.
Home cooking. Oh my gosh. First and 10 Zizzers. They have it at their own 35. Miller in the backfield. Inside handoff. There's Taylor. Taylor down the middle of the field, across the 50. That time he got open, and Jackson Taylor picks up about 19 yards, all the way to the Bulldog 48, where it's first and 10.
Great job that time by 72 Allen, making a great big hole. And you said that, just take care of your guys on the offensive line of scrimmage, and then let Taylor do his thing, and he did there.
If you can get Taylor to the second level, he's going to pick up some yardage. First and 10 from the Bulldog 48. Zizzers have the ball. Miller in the backfield with Taylor. Miller pitches right side to Taylor. Taylor cuts it up, cuts it back out, back inside. He's across the 40. He's down near first down territory. It's just a matter of where they're going to mark him. And, Travis, I think they're going to give him 10 because the officials are waving the chain gang to go on down because they're going to mark it now at the 37, where it's another first down for the West Plains Zizzers.
And that's nice to see West Plains respond like this. After Carl Junction went down, got a touchdown on the very first series, but now West Plains is trying to get some points of their own.
Zizzers have the football. We're inside 40 seconds to go in the quarter. Zizzers with a tight formation, 2 receivers left side. Miller calls for the ball, fakes the pitch. He's going to keep. Miller shouldn't have kept. He got tackled at the line of scrimmage. There was nowhere for the quarterback to run. Clock's inside 20 seconds. That may be the last play of the quarter, as neither team appears to be in any hurry to see this one come to an end.
And Paul, looks like Miller, what he's doing, he's trying to fake the pitch, and then he spins around, and it's supposed to give a little time, but there Carl Junction doing such a good job filling the holes, it's not working.
That's the end of the first. It's 7-0 Bulldogs. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Feller Construction is a family-owned and operated company serving the southern Missouri area. They provide various construction services from the smallest remodel to custom-built homes, all at a competitive price. Feller Construction of West Plains would be honored to be your builders for all your building needs. Contact Feller Construction at 417-257-7275 to schedule your project today.
Remember the first time the kids climbed into your truck? Now they're growing fast, and that old truck just isn't keeping up. At Bailey Chevrolet GMC, we've got the right truck for every season of life. Built strong, safe, and ready for the memories still to come. Together, let's drive a Bailey Chevrolet.
This is John Bailey. I want to personally invite you to come by and see us in beautiful downtown Willow Springs and find your next truck today.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
All night back here with Travis Smith. We're starting the second quarter. The Zizzers trail 7-0, but they have the ball at the Bulldog 37-yard line. Second down and 10. Miller drops the throw. Screen pass, left side. Taylor catches. Nobody in front of him except white jerseys. Taylor down the sideline, knocked out of bounds inside the 20. They're going to mark him at the 15-yard line. So a big play by the Zizzer offense in the passing game, and it's 1st and 10 from the 15 on the pass and completion.
So nice to see West Plains come back, respond well, start this second quarter with a long game like that. Now just put the ball in the end zone.
This game is brought to you by our fine sponsors, along with Wood Mechanical Heating and Air Contractors. Give them a call if you need some help with your air conditioning units. 1st and 10 for the Zizzers at the 15-yard line. Pitch right side. This time it's Taylor. He's to the outside. He's going to break the corner, get around, knocked out of bounds at the 9. So that's a pickup of 6, and it brings up 2nd down and 4. And I'm glad the referee did not see the hole that I saw by the wide receiver there, because we made a nice tackle, but we were on offense.
Yeah, and if you're going to do a hole like that, score the touchdown.
Yeah, score the touchdown. Okay, 2nd down and 4 from the 9. We got to get to the 5 for a 1st and 10. Zizzers come to the line. That offensive line lines up, not toe-to-toe, but pretty close together. Miller makes the motion man, crossover, tight into the left side, wing left side. Miller's calling for the ball. Play clock at 5. Snap back. No, we're not. We're going to have a legal procedure penalty instead, because the ball was never snapped, and everybody moved except the center.
They were waiting for the penalty or the play from the sideline. That's the big thing with high school football now. You try to make adjustments and stuff. That time we just didn't get it quick enough.
2nd down and 4 goes to 2nd down and 9. The ball will be placed at the 14-yard line. We've got to get to the 5 for a 1st and 10. 2nd down for the West Plains Zizzers. Just started quarter number 2. We're down 7-zip. 2 receivers to the right. No, 3, because the tight end's over here as well. 1 receiver left. Inside handoff. And, oh, my.
A lot of people inside.
Oh, my. Jackson Taylor took a pop.
Yes,
by the inside linebacker right at the 11-yard line, and he did not go forward after that one.
He popped up quick, though.
Yes, he did. He's ready to go. He's always ready to go. Him and Drew both.
Most definitely.
Yeah, they limp around, and the next thing you know, they're going 80 yards.
Yeah. At a very fast rate of speed.
Yes, faster than I can go. Well, I can't go any. All right, we're looking at a 3rd down and about 6 for the West Plains Zizzers. The ball's at the 11. They got to get to the 5. Play clock at 7. Miller gets him to the line. Better get the snap off. Snap, rolls left. Pressure comes. He looks into the end zone. He throws it into the corner, and it's going to be caught. And they're going to say...
He caught it, whether or not it's in bounds. It's a TD, Paul.
Well, I haven't seen the far official signal yet.
Guy over here did. Jacob Moore.
Okay. They're going to say it is a touchdown for 15 yards for the West Plains Zizzers on the throw and catch. I was waiting for the official on the far side to signal. He never did, but it doesn't really matter, because with 10:49 to go, we got a 1-point ball game.
Jacob Moore just did a good job dragging across the field, getting in that corner of the end zone. Good job by Miller to find him. Cobb's going to be set to kick. There's a snap. There's the kick. It is up, and Paul, it hits the uprights.
So it didn't go through. So we got a 7-6 ball game. We'll be back in a minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Need CPAP or BiPAP supplies? Skip the wait at Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment. Reorder easily from home using our Patient Hub app or website portal and get your supplies shipped straight to your door. For a faster, hassle-free experience, call ahead at 800-874-8504 or order online today. Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment, 1703 West 8th Street in West Plains. Our community, our commitment, our care.
More than just a tire store. Don's Auto Service.
Fall is here, and at Don's Auto Service, friendly faces are the first thing you'll see when you walk through the door. Don's Auto Service makes sure their expert staff gets you the best and most qualified information on your vehicle repairs. Whether it's under the hood, maintenance, or tire related, they have you covered and are ready to get your vehicle ready for the upcoming winter months.
More than just a tire store. Don's Auto Service.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
Cobb with a low line drive. It bounces at 30. It's still on the ground.
There we go.
It's finally picked up at the 19-yard line and dropped at the 16-yard line. So that time the Zizzer coverage did an excellent job getting down the field, tackles the running back number 13. That's Keenan Wambago at the 16, or they're going to mark it at the 15-yard line where it's 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs, who lead now by 1, 7-6 after the missed extra point by the Zizzers.
Cal Harrison, number 33 for the Zizzers, doing a great job on special teams down there to make the tackle.
Bulldogs have the ball at their own 15-yard line. 3 receivers to the left. Quarterback, inside handoff to the running back, and he's going nowhere. In fact, he's going to lose 2 more yards, and that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 12. And there's a little extracurricular activity out there, Travis.
Raiden Wilson, 62, the defensive lineman for the Zizzers, came up and made a heck of a stop on that play.
He does an excellent job at that inside linebacker position. They list him at 5'8", 244. I don't think he's that big, but I've never stood next to him.
He's fast. We know that.
He can cover some ground.
Peyton Allen playing the defensive tackle on the right side.
Quarterback, number 17 for the Bulldogs. That's Gilbert. Calls for the ball. Give it. Oh, my gosh. Inside handoff fake, and they pitch it to the man going around the outside, and he's still running down the sideline in front of the Bulldog bench. We thought we had a loss of 5. Ends up being a gain for the Bulldogs all the way out to the 39-yard line on the fake handoff and then the pitch, and it's a pickup of 24. And it's a 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Raiden Wilson, 62, made one heck of a stop that time on the guy who he faked it to, and the quarterback says, I don't want to get hit that hard. I'm going to run to the right where there's daylight.
America's Car Mart of West Plains at 1702 Porter Wagner Boulevard, another fine sponsor for the Zizzers football program. Quarterback snap. He looks left. He throws left. It's over the middle. It's incomplete. In and out of the hands of the wide receiver. That's Brian Hanks. Hanks had it, lost it, and it's 2nd down and 10 now from the 39-yard line of the Bulldogs after that big run by the running back.
And, Paul, what's even more impressive, Wilson, who made that last stop, is also the guy that hit the wide receiver. You don't see that happen very often with the defensive lineman 15 yards down the field.
Well, he's actually a linebacker.
Well, okay. Well, he is playing all over the spots.
Yeah. He is. He's the inside linebacker, him and Cropper.
They're hustling.
They're all over the place. 2nd down and 10. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Bulldogs snap, inside handoff to the quick little running back up the middle. He goes, and then he picks up the 1st down as he crosses the 48-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 49, 49. That's enough for a 1st down for the Bulldogs from their own 49-yard line.
Such a good job running the football. Both he and Taylor just hit those holes and go.
Quick up to the line of scrimmage and quick into the hole. So their defense needs to step up here. We're at 9:32 to go, first half. Zizzers trail 7-6.
Jason Roberts, 23, checks in. Free safety for the Zizzers.
Who's he in for? That doesn't really matter.
Question.
Yeah. Snap back. Inside handoff. Guess who? Durham up the middle. This time he's wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, but still manages to pick up about 5. As you said, Travis, keeps those legs moving, and he picks up. They're going to mark him at the West Plains 40. Going to mark him at the 46, so that is a pickup of 5, brings up 2nd down and 5 from the Zizzer 46. We're at 8:52 to go in the 2nd quarter, and the Zizzers trail the Bulldogs by 1 after the missed extra point.
Very important to make a good stop here, as Carl Junction's been doing a good job moving the ball thus far.
They've run the ball pretty well.
Yes, they have.
And number 2 runs pretty well, Lopez Durham. He's going to get another. No, they're going to throw. They're going to throw it down the left side. No, they're not, because the pressure comes. Quarterback rolls left. Chased out of bounds eventually by Cropper, but I think he's going to have enough for a first down as they're going to mark him at the Zizzer 39, and that moves the sticks, Travis, and the Bulldogs have another 1st and 10.
But you did talk about that, too. Not only was there good pressure, Long, number 11, was out there playing that cornerback position all over his man. They had nowhere to throw to, so he just ran the football.
Ran the football, picked up the 11 yards, and his first down. Zizzer defense with their back to the goal line. 1st and 10 from the 39. Motion across the formation. Inside trap play. And there's nowhere to go. And this time, once again, the running back, Lopez Durham, gets tackled for a loss of 2. Either gets 20 or loses 2 or 3.
Yep, and that time Gavin Marshall. It's when we have contained. If we have contained and make them go inside, that's when they're having trouble. So good job by Marshall making his man go inside and making the tackle.
Zizzer defense. Got to hold them right here. 2nd down and 12 from the 41-yard line. Zizzers trail by 1, 7-6. Bulldogs come to the line of scrimmage in those red jerseys, red helmets, and red pants. Gilbert on the sweep to the left side, and down the sideline goes the man who had the first touchdown, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 9-yard line. The carry there by JoJo Ballard. That kid can run, and when he has the ball and gets to the perimeter, he's going to run down the sideline, and he did that way all the way to the 8-yard line where it's 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from the West Plains 8-yard line.
Ballard, one of those kids with a lot of speed. They just give him the ball at full speed on that jet sweep and say, run to the sideline as fast as you can, then go down the field, and that's what he did.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. They have the football at the Zizzer 8-yard line on the far hash. Gilbert in the backfield with Lopez Durham. Calls for the ball. Motion. Give the ball to Lopez Durham up the middle, and once again, he either gets 20 or he loses 2. That time he didn't lose any, but he didn't get any either, and it's going to be 2nd down for the Bulldogs from the West Plains 6-yard line.
The linebacker Wilson doing a good job once again coming up and making the stop. Boy, need a stop here.
Need a stop here real bad. 7-6 our score. We're at 7:03 to go in the first half. Bulldogs lead by 1, and they have the ball at the West Plains 6-yard line.
Nice time for a turnover.
Oh, you called it.
Here we go.
Let's put it on the ground, Red. 2 receivers to the left side. Motion across the formation. They fake. They're going to throw it to the slant. It's knocked away, almost intercepted, as the ball was knocked away there by number 4 for the West Plains Zizzers. That's Warren Lawson, and Lawson had an opportunity there. Knocks the ball up in the air. It comes back to him. You had your interception.
Yeah, very close there. And once again, Long is doing an excellent job playing that cornerback position. He's got a broken hand, broken arm, something. He's in
broken hand,
and he is just all over his guy. 2 times in a row, he saved a touchdown.
3rd down and 6 from the 6. Bulldogs have the ball. They send receivers everywhere. Gilbert drops back, looks left, throws left. Ball's over the head of the intended receiver, and once again, your guy there making the coverage for the West Plains Zizzers, and it's now 4th down, and they're going to send in the field goal unit.
You know, and Paul, too, it's interesting to see these guys trying for the field goal, because the further you get in the playoffs, if you can kick a field goal, it makes such a difference in high school football.
When you can score when you're inside the 20-yard line, regardless of how it is, put points on the board. And in to kick for the Bulldogs is number 22. That's Will Coates, senior. I think. Isn't that number 22? It is. Okay. No, it's number 47 this time, number 43. Mason Cowger. And Cowger makes the field goal from, it'll be 23 yards out. We got a 10-6 ball game here from Carl Junction. We'll be back in 1 minute on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Edgeler and Harper Farm Equipment and Kubota have been helping people around the farm for over 40 years. You can get the job done and get it done right with the Kubota L-Series line of tractors, like the L2501 all the way to the L4701. See the powerful Kubota L-Series tractors assembled here in the USA at Edgeler and Harper.
Hi, this is Charlene Smith. Remember, we are two names you can trust, Edgeler and Harper and Kubota, Mountain Grove and West Plains.
From your first paycheck to your first home, starting your own business or celebrating your retirement, we're here for all of life's important moments. At Simmons Bank, our modern banking solutions make managing your finances effortless and efficient, so you can focus on what matters most. Simmons Bank, proud supporter of the moments that matter. SimmonsBank.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender, all accounts subject to approval.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
All night back here with Travis Smith. As we were gone, the kickoff went out of bounds, so the Zizzers have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. They trail now, Travis, 10-6 with 6:32 to go here in quarter number 2.
Need a long, nice, sustained drive here to end halftime, putting points on the board.
Miller in the backfield with Jackson. Taylor. 3 receivers short side of the field. Taylor goes wide to the left side. That's the wide side of the field. They're going to look for Taylor. They're going to throw it to Taylor down the sideline. He's wide open. Taylor has the ball caught. He's brought down at the Bulldog 29-yard line. So Taylor with the big play on the throw from Miller, and the Zizzers have it 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 28, they're going to say. 1st and 10 for West Plains in Bulldog territory. What a throw by Ethan Miller.
And great job by the offensive line, getting him time to put that ball up in the air, because it took Taylor about 2 seconds to get down the field.
Global's Communication Repair on Old Highway Road in West Plains. Relax. They'll take care of anything you might have, so take it there to get the repair. Oh, how'd I do that?
I love that.
That's good.
Is that alliteration or
rhyming?
It's alliteration.
1st and 10 from the 28. Inside handoff. Oh, that didn't go anywhere.
Right after we just make a good little boom.
That handoff was almost made to the Bulldogs in the Zizzer backfield as the defensive lineman was there to make the tackle for a loss of only 3. And it's 2nd down and 13, which that loss of 3 could have been a fumble very easily.
Yeah, going the other way.
Yeah. 2nd and 13, the ball at the 31-yard line. Miller, Taylor in the backfield. Wide to the right side comes Dew. Now there are 3 receivers the right side. Snap back, inside handoff to Miller. He's looking down the left side. The ball's thrown deep, and it's going to be caught. What a play. I got to find out who that is. That's number 4.
Lawson.
Warren Lawson makes the catch. They signal touchdown. We got a score. Zizzers go on top by a score of 12-10 with 5:08 to go in the quarter.
Now, Miller, such a talented athlete, but very rarely do you see in a high school level how he just puts exactly where it needs to be caught, where only the West Plains guys can catch it. Great TD. Now, did you go for 2 here? They're going to go for 2. Up by 2. 12-10.
Zizzers need the 2-point conversion to have a 3-point lead, or a 2-point lead. 4-point lead, excuse me. I can't add. Motion. Fake the end off. They give it back. They pitch. And then they throw. So we had a pitch, we had a toss, and Moppin catches the ball from West Plains wide receiver Jacob Moore to Moppin for 2-point. We'll be back in a minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
It's rock chip season. Okay, let's be honest. With the roads around here, it's always rock chip season. When you get a rock chip, go see Kevin at SMP Quality Auto Glass. He can fix your rock chip and keep it from spreading and making your windshield look more like a road map. If you need a whole new windshield put in because you waited too long, he does those too. SMP Quality Auto Glass, next to DQ in West Plains. Show us your crack.
This is Damon at TLG Peterbilt, Willow Springs. We supply parts for all makes of trucks and trailers to get you back on the road quickly as possible. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Find us on Highway 60 in Willow Springs or online at tlgtrucks.com for fast, friendly service to get you back on the road in no time. TLG Peterbilt, uptime all the time.
The action continues now with more Zizzer football on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Travis Smith. We had the kickoff once again. These guys don't have the 1 minute in between plays. They have about 45 seconds. Anyway, low line drive fielded by the Bulldogs at the 30-yard line. They're tackled at the 32. So good coverage by West Plains, and the Bulldogs have it 1st and 10 at their own 32. And this is the first time they've trailed in the ball game, Travis, as they're down 14-10.
And we just need to make sure nothing gets outside of us. That's where Carl Junction Knights had great success, is running sprints to the outside.
Inside handoff to the running back. That's Lopez Durham. Durham crosses the 20 or 35 out to the 36. They're going to mark him. No, they're going to give him the 37, and it's a pickup of 5. Brings up 2nd down and 5 for the Bulldogs. We're inside 4:45 to go in the quarter. Zizzers on top, 14-10.
Well, and you said it earlier, too. They've got some big kids on that offense.
They have some big men up front. Big men up front. Gilbert, inside handoff once again to Durham. Durham crosses the 40, and that's about it, but it does make it a 3rd down and a very manageable 1.5 yards, 2 at the most. Well, we're going to say 1.5 yards, as they're going to put the ball at the 40.5-yard line. They got to get to the 42 for a 1st and 10. So the Bulldogs have the ball. We're inside 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Zizzers lead 14-10 after that nice play for the West Plains offense.
West Plains just basically took 2 or 3 plays, went right down the field and scored a touchdown. Gave Carl Junction a little time here in the second half.
Gilbert in the backfield with Lopez Durham. Gilbert calls for the ball, snap back, gives it to Durham, and he's hitting the backfield, but unfortunately he gets to the outside, and when he gets to the outside, he picks up yardage as he gets to the 1st down and more. As he crosses the 43, they're going to mark him out of bounds at the 43-yard line, so that's enough for a 1st and 10.
And Paul, he does that little spin move. As soon as he gets hit, we all see what Barkley do that. The kid from Philadelphia hits and spins and gets outside. He is hard to bring down.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from their own 43-yard line. Chilly night. This is the first chilly night we've had for football, and we are in the 3rd week of October. Gilbert going to throw. Looks left, looks right. Going to roll right. He's still looking right now. He decides to run. He's going to pick up about 4 yards as nobody was there to get any pressure on him, and he picks up 4 and brings up 2nd down and 6 for the Bulldogs from their own 46-yard line.
Number 23, Dason Roberts, doing a great job back there at free safety. Our guys have really good, I always call them like coverage, because Carl Junction has not been open very much.
No, we've done a good job in the secondary covering them up. They only have, I think, 2 completed passes, and both of those were quick outs or quick look-ins, one of the 2. Gilbert, 2nd and 6, takes it, option left side, pitches, Oh, nice tackle coming up from the free safety, number 23 for the West Plains Zizzers. Talked about him earlier. Dawson Roberts came up from the free safety, makes a stop. However, it's still a gain of about 5 and brings up a short 3rd down and 1 to go.
Yeah, good job by those guys coming up there. 3rd and short, so important here. Try to get this stop. And they're probably in 4-down territory anyway. So
yeah, I was going to say, especially with less than 3 to go in the half, the Zizzers lead by 14-10 score. Bulldogs have the ball at the West Plains 49. They got to get to the 48 or 47 for a 1st and 10. Snap back, inside handoff, and they got all of that and more. As Lopez is into the secondary, no flag there. No. Ball was loose, picked up by the Zizzers, but they say he was down, and it's a 1st and 10 as Lopez goes all the way down to the 36-yard line, where it's going to be 1st and 10.
Lopez does such a good job of hitting that hole and then just getting to the outside. Once you get to that second level, there's a lot of room out there.
First and 10 from the Zizzers, 37-yard line. I said 36, but they mark it to 37. Bulldogs have the ball. We're inside 2:20 to go in the half, and the Zizzers defense got to step up right here. Big play clock at 10 already, and the Bulldogs haven't broke the huddle yet.
Down to 5.
Gilbert in the backfield. Left, looks right, calls for the ball. Snap back. Looks left, throws left. It's in the flat, wide open. Down the sideline and into the end zone. 2 missed tackles later, and the Bulldogs have a touchdown.
Such a simple play, and for whatever reason, we had vacated that entire area. I don't know if we were playing man or zone. If it was a zone, the guy certainly wasn't there, but the Bulldogs come back and respond just like that with the touchdown.
37-yard throw and catch. And there was nobody close.
And the hardest part, too, was the guys who were close, he made a little move on them, touchdown.
And to kick the extra point is number 43, that's Calgar. And looks to be good, it is. Calgar makes it a 17-14 ball game. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Taylor Grubauer Chevrolet in West Plains.
So, Taylor, what's my car worth? It's a pretty nice car if you look at the same side twice.
Let's take a look. Hi, this is Taylor Grubauer with Taylor Grubauer Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC in West Plains. Stop by with your vehicle and title today for an instant cash offer. We don't just sell cars, we buy cars.
Together, let's drive to Taylor Grubauer Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC.
And get great buys from nice guys.
What's your next dream? Paying off your credit card? Remodeling your kitchen? Exploring the rainforest of Costa Rica? Whatever your dreams, they take some planning. I'm State Farm Agent Justin Shelby, and I'm right here to help lend a hand. As your local neighbor, I can help you look at things you want to save for, come up with a plan to make those savings goals happen. Because your money should work just as hard as you do to achieve your dreams. So whether it's being debt-free or free to roam the world, call me, State Farm Agent Justin Shelby, today. Like a good neighbor, Justin Shelby State Farm is there.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
And we're back here at Carl Junction where the Bulldogs kicked it away. The ball was received there by number 22 for the West Plains Zizzers. That is Wyatt Dew. Dew takes it back to where they're going to mark you, Travis, 25. So it's first and 10, West Plains at the 25. We got 1:53 to go in the half. Zizzers have the ball, but they're down 17-14 after that quick drive by the Bulldogs.
It goes 75 yards.
How about 2 plays?
2 plays.
Okay.
Be perfect.
Miller in the backfield with Taylor. Let's see here. Maupin comes wide right. 3 receivers wide left. Miller looks at his play chart. Snap back. And we got a flag on the play. I think it's going to be against West Plains. Dead ball. Illegal procedure against the white team. So that's a loss of 5, and that's going to bring up first and 15 from the 20-yard line.
Got a little excited that time, wanted to have the play go. Jumped off sides.
1:52 to go in the first half. Zizzers trail by 3, 17-14 here in Carl Junction. The winner will win the district and get a week off. Snap back. Miller looks down the sideline. It's not there. Throws it out in the flat to Taylor. Taylor runs down the sideline. Oh, my gosh, what a block. And they're going to call that. What are they going to call that? That was an excellent block by number 2, the West Plains Zizzers. That is, Maupin came back from the outside, put the hit on, and they're going to call him for.
They had to be calling helmet to helmet because it was a great block. He pushed it with his hands.
The flag went down, and the Zizzers are walking backwards, so you know it's against them. It was a pickup of about 8, but unfortunately the penalty was going to be at the 31-yard line. Personal foul? I didn't see the signal.
They're going to move him back 15, so that's what it is.
It'd be it'd be 15 from there.
He called a legal block. I don't see why that's a legal block.
I mean, he hit him in the chest. The ball's going to go all the way back to the 17-yard line where it's going to be first and about 20, 21, somewhere in that neighborhood. Miller in the shotgun. We're at 1:43 to go in the half. Calls for the ball. Rolls to the right. Looks to the right. Throws it out there on the outside. It's going to be caught, but he's going to be out of bounds as Drew Wyatt Dew could not get his feet in bounds, and it's going to be incomplete. Stops the clock. Still second down and about 20 to go.
Zizzers down by 3 with 1:30 left to go here in the half, and good job by Miller putting it up there. But unfortunately, like you said, went out of bounds.
So it's second down and about 17. The ball's resting at the 17. We got to get to the 35 for a 1st and 10. So my math tells me they need 18 yards.
Long way to go.
Yes, on second down. 3 receivers, 2 right, 1 left. Snap back. Miller looks. Drops back. Pressure comes. Rolls left. Throws it out there in the flat. It's caught. It's a 1st down and more. Nice play there by number 13 for the West Plains Zizzers. That is Jacob Moore, picks up the 1st down as he crosses the 35 out to the 37-yard line, and the Zizzers hurry to the line of scrimmage as the clock continues to run at 1:20. And we got a timeout. We'll be back in a minute on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Driving in the fall and winter months can be challenging. You never know what Mother Nature will bring each day. Make sure your tires have plenty of tread. Give Wilbanks Tire a chance to sell you a new set of tires. Once you buy a set of tires from Wilbanks Tire, you can come in anytime for free tire rotation for the life of your tires. So once a customer of Wilbanks Tire, you will always be a customer of Wilbanks Tire. Wilbanks Tire, 201 West 2nd Street in West Plains.
Local people helping local people. That's what Ozark Independent Living is all about. Ozark Independent Living helps the disabled, the elderly, Medicaid recipients, and disabled veterans remain in their homes independently. Do you know someone who needs help? Contact Ozark Independent Living today in West Plains, 417-257-0038.
Your care, your choice, your independence. Ozark Independent Living.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
All night back here with Travis Smith. Miller rolls to the right, looks down the middle of the field. Then he's going to throw it to the trash can again. This one's off just slightly as it almost hit one of the cheerleaders in the back, but unfortunately she was able to avoid the penalty or the contact, and it brings up second down and 10. Still from the 37-yard line.
That's a good thing about Miller. When he knows there's nobody open, he
gets it away.
Nobody's going to catch that, except maybe the sophomore cheerleader.
I was going to say the young lady didn't know it was coming, and it almost hit her. She'd have known it if it hit her.
She's still talking about it, trying to wonder what happened.
Second down and 10. The ball to 37. Moppin goes across the formation. Sets up in the slot. Taylor. The right side. Looks left. They're going to throw it to Taylor. He's going to be knocked out of bounds after a pickup of about 7. As he gets to we're going to mark him at the 45, 46. They're going to mark him at the 46. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and a very manageable 3 yards. And with 1:06 to go in the half, the Zizzers have the ball, need this for a 1st down right here.
And smart job by Taylor. He saw he wasn't going to get much yardage, just went out of bounds, stopped the clock.
And that timeout was taken by the Zizzers because they now have just 2 left. 3rd down and 3. Miller calls for the ball, looks right, throws right. It's way overthrown, incomplete. That's going to bring up a 4th down. And what do you do here, Travis? 4th down and 3. You got 1:03 to go, and the Bulldogs will move the ball on you a little bit. Do you go for it, or do you punt it away?
Boy, if you go for it, you better make sure you make it, because it Carl Junction get it in their own territory. And like you talked about, their last 2 series, they've gone down the field and scored.
They're going to go for it. 4th down and about 3 to go. The Zizzers bringing in their big boys. Play clock at 15. Zizzers come to the line of scrimmage. Need 3 yards for a 1st and 10. Miller, empty backfield, motion across the formation. They're going to take a delay of game. They're going to take a timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
There's nothing better than football. And just like the Zizzers bring power to the field, Cape Electrical Supply brings power to your projects. Whether you're a contractor, business, or DIYer, we've got the electrical supplies you need to hit a home run. From wiring and lighting to tools and expert advice, Cape Electrical Supply is your trusted teammate. Visit us in West Plains or check us out online. Cape Electrical Supply, powering our community, one connection at a time.
Looking for a place to have a private party? Par 4 and More, a country club for all, is your place. Reserve a private room with a private server, get 4 pizzas and drinks for one low price. Play indoor golf, get an armband for the arcade, and whatever else you need for your private party. Students can bring their student ID for 10% off any food. It's all at Par 4 and More, 2 miles past Walmart on the left in West Plains.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Travis Smith. The Zizzers picked up the first down on the running play over the left side. Ball's marked at the 50-yard line. We're inside a minute to go, and the Zizzers want the ball snapped in a hurry. Snap back, inside handoff. And this time, Taylor has nowhere to go, and he's going to be stopped for no gain. It's going to be second down and 10 from the 50, and the clock is stopped. I think the Bulldogs took this time out.
Yes, they did.
And we're going to be back in 30 seconds. That way we can call the next play here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Shrimp Runner Seafood is now open in West Plains across from the Civic Center at 109 St. Louis Street. Call ahead or stop in and pick up fresh Gulf crawfish, fish, and shrimp that's shipped every week. Hey, make things awesome. You can check out Shrimp Runner's Boil Barn, serving up boiled shrimp, crawfish, and crab legs. Wow, it's spectacular. And it's right here in West Plains. Shrimp Runner Seafood and Shrimp Runner's Boil Barn. Check it out.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here, and we're not going to miss this play, Travis, as the Zizzers are on the field, the Bulldogs are on the field. Second down and 10. We've got 42 seconds to go in the quarter. Zizzers have the ball at the 50-yard line. Miller, we're going to have a little motion across the formation, reset. Miller calls for the ball, drops the throw. Guess where he's going to throw it? Oh, nice catch over there on the far sideline. That's once again, that is, I can't remember. Moore. Jacob Moore. I keep wanting to say it's 11, but it's 13. And Moore gets it down to the 40. That's enough for a first down. Clock stops because the ball went out of bounds. So first and 10 at the 40. 37 seconds to go in the half. Zizzers still have one timeout, but we have no timeouts. We took that timeout. I thought Carl Junction took it. They've got no timeouts left. Miller in the backfield by himself. Snap back. Pressure comes. He rolls to the right. He throws it in the flat, and the tackle immediately is due, and he's brought down at the 35-yard line. That's a pickup of 5, but unfortunately, the clock continues to run. We're inside 20 seconds. Miller under center takes it, stamps it down. That brings up third down and 5, and we're at 16 seconds to go in the half. Zizzers still have the ball, but they're a ways from field goal position.
And nice catch that time. Play before that by Do catch it, just gets it inside. Make sure and protect that ball because you do not want to put the ground at this stage of the game.
Third down and about 6 to go. The clock stops after a first down until they get ready for play. So a 3rd and 6 for the Zizzers from the Bulldog 35. Miller calls for the ball. It rolls left. Pressure comes up the middle. Miller going to throw it down the middle of the field. It's going to be caught by Maupin. He's down at the 17-yard line. Unfortunately, there's only 6 seconds to go. The Zizzers will have to spike it in a hurry as the clock is started right now. Zizzers under center. Take the snap, stop it down. So are we going to try a field goal from 30 yards, or are we going to play one more time?
I think they'll try to go for the touchdown.
You think?
Well, after you miss an extra point, it just depends. We'll see. That's what
I was going to say. The ball's at the 15-yard line, and it looks like they're going to bring Cobb out here to attempt be about a 32-yard field goal from the left side of the center of the field.
We talked earlier, too, about why it's so important to have a good kicker, and Cobb's made a couple good field goals this year.
Cobb to kick, Miller to hold. I forgot who the long snapper is after Judd got hurt, and I can't see the jersey.
40. Davis. And
we got a flag. Delay of game. So that's going to mark off 5 yards as the play clock went inside. So now that 32-yard field goal becomes a 37-yard field goal.
Cobb's got the legs. Just important we block for him. Don't let it get any penetration in the backfield. Come on, Cobb.
Last play of the half, 2 seconds to go in the half. Zizzers trail, 17-14. Cobb's attempt a 37-yard field goal. Snap back, holds down, kicks up. This may make it. Come on. He did! Yeah. Cobb from 37 yards out, and the Zizzers tie it up at half. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Rick 19, this is Roadrunner for Junkyard Dog. You got your ears on? Come on. 10-4, what can I do for you? I just passed you, son. Where'd you get all that chrome and them chicken lights? Come back. Rick's Truck Repair. They got the biggest selection of chrome and LED lights within 100 miles, and they're my go-to place for repairs, so I'm not down for long. Mercy me, my Rick's got some issues. What's there, 20? They're on Cell 63 in West Plains next to Highland Dairy. This is the Roadrunner, and I am headed to Rick's Truck Repair. I am gone.
If you're a pro or even a do-it-yourselfer, Win Supply of West Plains is your store. Win Supply of West Plains is your supply store for A.O. Smith water heaters, Delta faucets, Milwaukee tools, Klein tools, and all the accessories you need to do your plumbing yourself. Find them in West Plains at 1015 Preacher Row Boulevard and online at winsupplyofwestplains.com. Win Supply of West Plains is for pros like you.
This is Ginger with Miller Satellite and Home Store. If you're needing affordable and reliable internet, then we have a package for you. Give us a call today at 417-255-1972 and ask about our new HughesNet Light plan for only $49.99 a month with a $10 savings a month for the first 12 months and only a 1-year contract. Once again, that's Miller Satellite and Home Store, 417-255-1972. Or check us out online at millersat.com.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we have it all for you.
Hi, this is Curtis at Hirsch Feed in West Plains. 20th anniversary sale going on now at Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply in West Plains. Redneck blinds, 5% off. LEM products and High Mountain seasonings, 20% off. Game table with sink, 20% off. All this and much more for our 20th anniversary sale now through October 31st. Thank you to all of our customers for a great 20 years here at Hirsch Feed in West Plains.
The action continues now with more Zizzer football on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Travis Smith. We're at halftime. The Zizzers and the Bulldogs are all tied at 17 after that great kick by Cobb from 37 yards out. It cleared the crossbar. He could have made it from about 38 and a half.
It was close, but it's
still good.
It was great.
Still good.
And that makes such a difference, too. And that's good for Cobb. That's going to help the confidence as you go further down. But you got to win this game before you start talking about further down the road.
Well, the Zizzers will get the ball to start the second half as they won the toss, deferred to the second half. And it's going to pay dividends because they're going to have an opportunity to get the first half ending score and then come back out in the start of the second half and put points on the board as well. We got a 17-17 ball game. The only score in the first quarter was for the Bulldogs as Ballard went in from 25 yards out on a run, Travis. He was going right, stopped, went back to the left, and his speed got him in the end zone, and it was 7-0. However, the Zizzers came back with 10:49 to go in the first half or the second quarter. More a 15-yard pass from Miller. Kick failed. It was 7-6 Bulldogs. The Bulldogs, however, then scored again on a 23-yard field goal by Calgar, and it was a 10-6 ball game with 6:32. The last 5 minutes, there was 3 scores. 5:08, Lawson, a 32-yard from Miller. Moppin from Moore on the extra point, so it's 14-10 on the 2-point conversion. Then the Bulldogs scored on a 37-yard pass from Gilbert. Calgary kicked the extra point at 17-14. And then at the half, at the end, with 0-0 on the board. Cobb, the 37-yard field goal to make it 17-17 here from Carl Junction as we have halftime in a very important football game for Class 4, and I think it's District 6 between these two teams that are trying to get the number 1 seed and have home field advantage throughout all of the playoffs.
And what's going to be so important, Paul, in the second half is we don't give up the big play and you stay at home. You talked about that very first touchdown in the first quarter, ran to the right, nothing there, so he just reverse field, went the whole way. It was a 25-yard touchdown, but he probably ran 70 yards to get the touchdown by the time he went back.
Oh, yeah.
And then the other touchdown, basically, he had a man wide open, 2 guys down the field with the chance to tackle him, missed a tackle. You got it. Those 2 plays right there are the 2 plays that kept Carl Junction in this game, and you cannot give up big plays this late in the season. But the good thing about Coach Carnegie and the rest of the coaching staff for the Zizzers, they make wonderful adjustments at halftime, so we'll see what happens as they come out.
Zizzers have a 17-17 game. We got 6:40 to go at half still. So we'll be back in 3 minutes here at halftime on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Is it about time for a new heating and cooling system? Butler Heating and Air, your authorized Train dealer, says now's the time. Because now through November 15th, you get an instant rebate on a new Train system of up to $650. Get unbelievable comfort and reliability with a new Train system from Butler Heating and Air. It's hard to stop a Train.
BHA, Butler Heating and Air. Call 256-7984.
Building lasting relationships, one customer at a time.
I've always wanted to be a nurse, but life got in the way. Kids, work, bills. It felt impossible. Then I discovered Missouri State West Plains has flexible programs that fit my schedule. Now I'm training for a career that gives back with job security for my family. Where do I want to be tomorrow? Helping others and building a future for my kids.
Missouri State West Plains. New beginnings, endless possibilities.
Remember the first time the kids climbed into your truck? Now they're growing fast, and that old truck just isn't keeping up. At Bailey Chevrolet GMC, we've got the right truck for every season of life. Built strong, safe, and ready for the memories still to come. Together, let's drive a Bailey Chevrolet.
This is John Bailey. I want to personally invite you to come by and see us in beautiful downtown Willow Springs and find your next truck today.
Feller Construction is a family-owned and operated company serving the southern Missouri area. They provide various construction services from the smallest remodel to custom-built homes, all at a competitive price. Feller Construction of West Plains would be honored to be your builders for all your building needs. Contact Feller Construction at 417-257-7275 to schedule your project today.
Need CPAP or BiPAP supplies? Skip the wait at Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment. Reorder easily from home using our Patient Hub app or website portal and get your supplies shipped straight to your door. For a faster, hassle-free experience, call ahead at 800-874-8504 or order online today. Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment, 1703 West 8th Street in West Plains. Our community, our commitment, our care.
There are convenience stores, but not too many have a drive-up window. Yes, the Saba Shop has a drive-up window. They have a full line of drinks, snacks, and much more. They're always getting new products, and if they don't have it, they'll get it for you. The Saba Shop with a drive-up window. Convenient, right? They are open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. across from People's Park on Porter Wagner Boulevard. The Saba Shop.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Travis Smith. We're at halftime. The Zizzers and the Bulldogs are tied at 17. And today's game brought to you by or sell real estate with the Iron Brand Realty. Of course, they're in West Plains, right on Porter Wagner Boulevard. That's one of your favorite places to do your remotes from.
I love
Travis?
that. They do a good job. Justin Kraft and the whole game.
Anyway, we got a good ball game here tonight. The Zizzers and the Bulldogs tied at 17. The winner will be the number 1 seed in the district next week. The loser, unfortunately, will be the number 3 seed They will get a home game, but that's the only one they'll get. Regardless if they win or lose, they'll only play one at home because that's the way things go. So, Travis, you look at that first half, and to be honest with you, we had trouble slowing them down.
We had a lot of trouble slowing down. They've got good athletes, and we talked about this. They had 2 big plays that should have been easy stops instead. But when you play athletes, and that's why they call it varsity athletics, because you've got some good young men out there on the field who are able to make some moves, and they've scored the touchdowns doing that. And we have done a good job with long, sustained drives is what we've done. We've taken a lot of time off the board, and that's made a big difference. Otherwise, Carl Junction might have got another touchdown or 2.
I was going to say, we've taken the ball down the field, but we have got it, as you said, Travis, we've had a couple of nice big plays, some 20-yarders, 25-yarders, but for the most part, it's been that 5, 7, 3, 4, 5, get the first down and keep moving, and the clock continues to go because, like I said, what is it, 8:10?
Yeah.
It's 8:15, and usually we're somewhere in the middle of the first half with 8:15 in the evening. But tonight I got about 10 minutes to go till the start of the second half, and pretty good ball game. And of course, the winner gets the week off next week. And you talked about that a little bit, Travis, in the pregame. The fact that you get a chance to not really heal, but get healthier.
And just take some more time for preparation. You've got time to look at it. And I really like, Paul, a long time ago when we were involved, when they did the playoff thing, a lot of these games they play on Thursday night because then you're playing on Wednesday. I like the format now, what Missouri does with playing these games on Fridays. It just makes it so much more simple.
Well, there was quite a few games played last night in the area because of wanting to get that extra day before the playoffs start next week. And I it's kind of hard to understand, but on the same token, you get a better crowd. If you're playing on Thursday, who knows? But anyway, we've got a decent crowd here tonight in Carl Junction. And as we talked about earlier, Travis, I got a jacket on for the first time. First game I went to, and I don't wear a jacket. I got a sweatshirt.
Some people talk about a long, cold October. This has been a short, hot October until tonight. But the players, I guarantee, they like playing in this weather.
I was going to say, they're loving this right here when the temperature's when we pulled into the parking lot, I think it was 54 or 55 degrees. The wind straight out of the east at about 10, 15 miles an hour, enough to make the flag stand out a little, and also to make it a little bit of a chill in the air.
And the big plus, though, is, of course, the rain stop, because that is not fun playing in the rain when it's in the 50-degree weather.
Yeah, and the rain, we turned the wipers on. Well, we didn't really turn them on the way over. You may have on your way down, but all I had to do was put on them on, the mist removal 1 or 2 times. Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, it was a good trip over. Of course, it's a 3-hour drive, but it was still a good trip over. Zizzers and the Bulldogs are tied at 17. We'll be back in 3 minutes here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
More than just a tire store. Don's Auto Service.
Need new tires, brakes, or a battery? Need routine maintenance? Visit Don's Auto Service at donsautoservice.com. They offer financing that'll get your vehicle back on the road. They offer flexible finance options and double savings on select Goodyear tires when you buy online or utilize the mail-in rebate.
More than just a tire store. Don's Auto Service.
Edgeler and Harper Farm Equipment and Kubota have been helping people around the farm for over 40 years. You can get the job done and get it done right with the Kubota L-Series line of tractors, like the L2501 all the way to the L4701. See the powerful Kubota L-Series tractors assembled here in the USA at Edgeler and Harper.
Hi, this is Charlene Smith. Remember, we are 2 names you can trust, Edgeler and Harper and Kubota, Mountain Grove and West Plains.
From your first paycheck to your first home, starting your own business or celebrating your retirement, we're here for all of life's important moments. At Simmons Bank, our modern banking solutions make managing your finances effortless and efficient, so you can focus on what matters most. Simmons Bank, proud supporter of the moments that matter. SimmonsBank.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender, all accounts subject to approval.
This is Damon at TLG Peterbilt, Willow Springs. We supply parts for all makes of trucks and trailers to get you back on the road quickly as possible. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Find us on Highway 60 in Willow Springs or online at tlgtrucks.com for fast, friendly service to get you back on the road in no time. TLG Peterbilt, uptime all the time.
What's your next dream? Paying off your credit card? Remodeling your kitchen? Exploring the rainforest of Costa Rica? Whatever your dreams, they take some planning. I'm State Farm Agent Justin Shelby, and I'm right here to help lend a hand. As your local neighbor, I can help you look at things you want to save for, come up with a plan to make those savings goals happen, because your money should work just as hard as you do to achieve your dreams. So whether it's being debt-free or free to roam the world, call me, State Farm Agent Justin Shelby, today. Like a good neighbor, Justin Shelby State Farm is there.
Looking for a place to have a private party? Par 4 and More, a country club for all, is your place. Reserve a private room with a private server, get 4 pizzas and drinks for one low price. Play indoor golf, get an armband for the arcade, and whatever else you need for your private party. Students can bring their student ID for 10% off any food. It's all at Par 4 and More, 2 miles past Walmart on the left in West Plains.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
Yes, right, folks. The Zizzers play right here on KKDY 102.5. Paul Knight with Travis Smith. Harlan, of course, takes care of some of the home games as well. So the three of us make sure that you are right here at the football game. And, of course, you can watch it on the live stream as well, which you can then hear us and watch at the same time.
It's kind of cool.
I've not done that.
Really?
I have not done that.
I watched it last week when we were up in Illinois, and it was kind of cool to watch.
Well, that's kind of cool. Anyway.
The only thing I want to say is this, is like if West Plains does have a home playoff game, if you can't get out, you're a little bit older and stuff, I get that. But if you have the ability to get out, West Plains needs as many people there at playoff games. That's what playoff games are supposed to be. You got a full packed house.
We've had good crowds all year long, and of course next week hopefully we won't have a game, but in 2 weeks, which would be the first Friday in November, hopefully we'll be hosting a playoff game at Zizzers Stadium. But that all will be determined tonight, as the winner will be the number 1 seed, the loser the number 3 seed most likely, because I don't know how to keep those points when you got 17,000 different factors to figure in. But the top 3 teams in our district have a large lead over the other 4 teams in the district. So I don't see how we can fall any farther than third, or I don't think we can get into second either with Rogersville getting the win last night.
But that's why it's so important just to play this next half. You get the ball, go down, have a long sustained drive, take time off the clock, because Carl Junction on their drives haven't taken much time. They just had long athletic plays, and we've got to do something. So you've got outside contain. You've got to tell those guys stay home in case they come back around and make that tackle.
We'll be back in 2 minutes with the second half here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
It's where to go and buy a car. Great service and best price by far. In West Plains Mo, it's where we are. Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet in West Plains.
Hi, this is Taylor Grubaugh with Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC in West Plains. We buy cars. We are not only the best place to buy a car, but we are also the best place to sell your car. Stop by with your vehicle and title for an instant cash offer.
Together, let's drive to Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC in West Plains, where a handshake still means something.
It's rock chip season. Okay, let's be honest. With the roads around here, it's always rock chip season. When you get a rock chip, go see Kevin at SMP Quality Auto Glass. He can fix your rock chip and keep it from spreading and making your windshield look more like a road map. If you need a whole new windshield put in because you waited too long, he does those too. SMP Quality Auto Glass, next to DQ in West Plains. Show us your crack.
Driving in the fall and winter months can be challenging. You never know what Mother Nature will bring each day. Make sure your tires have plenty of tread. Give Wilbanks Tire a chance to sell you a new set of tires. Once you buy a set of tires from Wilbanks Tire, you can come in anytime for free tire rotation for the life of your tires. So once a customer of Wilbanks Tire, you will always be a customer of Wilbanks Tire. Wilbanks Tire, 201 West 2nd Street in West Plains.
Feller Construction is a family-owned and operated company serving the southern Missouri area. They provide various construction services from the smallest remodel to custom-built homes, all at a competitive price. Feller Construction of West Plains would be honored to be your builders for all your building needs. Contact Feller Construction at 417-257-7275 to schedule your project today.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Travis Smith. The Zizzers are on the field. I don't see the Bulldogs yet, but I'm sitting kind of where I can't see the Bulldog facility on the end of the field. Zizzers, of course, and the Bulldogs tied at 17 as we get ready to start half number 2. And the Zizzers will have the ball to start the second half as they won the toss, deferred to the second half, and that's why, so they can have the ball here as they finish the first half with a 37-yard field goal by number 17 for the West Plains Zizzers. That is Reed Cobb, the senior left-footed kicker, made the 37-yarder, and the Zizzers tied it up as the horn sounded in the first half. The Zizzers going through their pre-second half warm-up on the far sideline, and the Bulldogs just now came on the field. And I don't know if we've had our 3-minute mandatory warm-up or not, Travis, but we'll just keep it right here and kind of go through the things that Zizzers need to do is, like you said before, take care of the football, drive it down the field, and put points on the board.
And I like what Coach Ganegi did, talk about Cobb, had that great field goal. A lot of times you've got to have confidence in your players. You know that as well as I do and stuff. Earlier we had an extra point that was missed. Now, that could have been, too, because it was a bad snap. We don't know exactly what went on, but they said, we've got confidence in you, Cobb. Go out there and kick a 37-yarder. And he did, and that is a huge, huge asset to have in high school football.
Well, of course, we lost our long snapper. That was the Judd boy that injured his knee and I think broke a leg. I can't remember exactly. But anyway, he is our long snapper. Well, he played every down.
He played every
down. He played every down. I mean, offense, defense, special teams, long snapper. He goes down with an injury. He's done for the season. They send in number 40, who is a freshman, Jackson Davis, a freshman long snapper. And, of course, you're a freshman out there on Friday night. Got a few jitters once in a while.
You certainly do. You know, you're only 14 or 15 years old and out there sometimes feeling like a young guy with a man among boys, boy among men. So it was a tough shot, but he went in there and did a good job with the snap.
Both teams are on the field. The play clock is at 00. Let's see if they put 3 more minutes on there or if we're going to go with a second-half kickoff here very shortly.
Heard the buzzer.
Well, I don't see any time on the clock. Both teams are on the sideline. Looks to me like we're going to get ready to go. And the Bulldog coaching staff is having a major discussion with the officials over here on our side, on the sideline in front of us.
Well, and talking about major discussion, that is one thing that stopped one of our drives earlier, too. Maupin had that great block, and for whatever reason, they called it an illegal block. I'd like to go back and look at that on the internet broadcast because he had one heck of a hit, but that was just back 15 yards. And really, for the most part, West Plains has had 2 other penalties, but they played good football tonight, mistake-free.
I was going to say, it's been one of those games where there's been a couple of dead ball penalties against both teams for illegal procedure, but for the most part, there hadn't been a whole lot of calls. The one against Maupin, which, like I said, I'd like to see that on instant replay because it looked like to me he hit him right in the chest as he turned to make the tackle, and Maupin was there to make the block and unfortunately got the flag. So instead of a first down, it was a 15-yard penalty. It took us back inside the 15-yard line. But it didn't really matter because we got a 17-17 game. We only got 2 quarters to play to determine who's going to win the district championship here at Carl Junction.
And you talked earlier, Paul, too, a lot of times these games seem to go by pretty slow tonight. It is just boom, boom, boom. They're both running the ball, so time's coming off. Carl Junction came out right first, had a couple passes. I thought they're going to throw the ball all night. They have not been successful since then doing it. So West Plains is making the adjustments they need. Now let's just get the win and get to go home with the 1 seed.
Tonight's game brought to you by Wood Mechanical Heating and Air Conditioning Contractors. Don't forget to give them a call at Wood if you need some repairs. Or replacements.
Yeah, now's the time.
Installations.
Or, yeah, just talking about being a little cold. I mean, now's the time to get that heater looked at, make sure it's working when it gets really cold.
Zizzers are on the field. They're going to receive. They're going to defend the south goal. The Bulldogs are huddled up at the 40-yard line. They'll kick it away. They'll defend the north goal. The wind, Travis, is straight out of the east, so you don't think that there's any favorable direction whatsoever, because it's blowing straight in the window down here where the young lady is making the film. And she's loving it because she's got on like 8 coats.
Layered up.
She is layered up and ready to go. Second half about to start as the Bulldogs will kick it away. To kick it away is number 88, Camden Warren. He's a junior. He's a big old fella.
Yes, he is.
He also plays tight end. Back deep for the Zizzers, number 22, that's Dew. And I think that's number 24, Taylor.
Taylor and Dew.
Taylor and Dew, 2 quick guys back there to return this kickoff. And the kicker's just waiting for somebody to bring him a football.
Yeah, I was standing there looking at that, and it was like just the team. Looks over the sideline, says, Coach, you have the ball?
I don't think anybody's got – oh, they put the 3 minutes on there for the mandatory warm-up.
Got it.
And now it's just now ticking off.
Okay. There's the horn that we all know and love.
West Plains will receive on the north end of the football field. Bulldogs will kick from the south end. Zizzers and the Bulldogs tied at 17. We're starting the second half all even.
Need a good return here to start the second half.
Zizzers are on the 15-yard line, so they don't expect it to go very far. Ground ball. Picked up by Taylor on the run. Taylor to the 25 to the 30.
There we go.
To the 35. He's across the 40. He's out to the 47-yard line. So it's 1st and 10 for the West Plains Zizzers, somewhere near the 47-yard line of their own territory.
And good job by 13, Jacob Moore, going down there and making some good blocks and giving Taylor some room to run down the sideline. But what a great, great starting position about their own 49-yard line. Have half the field to go.
Zizzers have the ball on offense. We start the second half. They come out with 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver left, tight ends that side as well. Single set back goes into the slot. Miller looks at the things around. Motion man gives the handoff. Uh-oh, that didn't turn out too well.
I think that time they were thinking Moore might throw the ball like he did on that 2-point conversion, but this time they had Maupin covered.
I was going to say Maupin was down there as like he was going to get a reception, but they got a flag on the play, and it looks like this may actually be against the Bulldogs. Or no, they're going to mark it against the Zizzers for something because they're walking backwards. Offsides. We lined up offsides. So they're going to take that penalty rather than the loss.
Wow.
That doesn't make a lot of sense, but I'm not the coach.
Liam Gray.
Well, now it's a 15-yard penalty. What's the deal?
Uh-oh.
Oh, a chop block.
Got it.
They gave the wrong signal. He gave offside signal, and he's supposed to hit below your knee, ref. You hit below your knee. That is a chop block signal.
To show the chop block. I bet he's had a couple pork chops, though.
He's had several. 1st and 25 for the Zizzers now from their own 34-yard line. 3 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Snap back. Miller's going to throw. Pressure comes up the middle. Throws it down the middle. Mountain was wide open, and he overthrows him. And Miller was on his back foot and didn't have a chance to step forward as he had the man wide open down the middle of the field. Jacob Moore was there. Unfortunately, the ball was just out of his reach.
Yeah, good job by getting down the field. Maupin, number 2, was down there as well. But you're talking about that thing with high school. You can't, if you throw off that back foot, you don't have near as much power.
2nd down and 25 from the 34-yard line. Zizzers hit with that chop block penalty on the very first play. Ball to 34. Maupin goes wide left, 2 receivers right. Snap back. Miller's going to pressure. He's going to step up. He's got some room to run, and all of a sudden he has nowhere to go. And all of a sudden we have another 10-yard loss, so it's going to be 3rd down and about 35 to go for the West Plains offense here to start the second half.
Jinx us by talking at halftime. Now we played almost mistake-free football and come out here and have 2 penalties that basically equate to about 25 yards being lost right off the bat.
Ball's at the 25-yard line. We have to get to the Carl Junction 41 for a first down. So we got a little bit of ground to make up. Zizzers come up. They've got a bunch of guys running in and out of the huddle, off the field, on the field. Now we got 11 men out there. Snap back. Motion. Zizzers were in motion, so that's another penalty against West Plains, as nobody was set, and it's going to be a mark off of 5 yards and bring up a third down and about 41.
Miller's out there talking to Gray, number 15, telling him, hey, you've got to get set. I know Gray hasn't had a lot of experience out there getting some snaps, but that time he was moving while everybody else was set. 3rd and 39.
3 receivers to the right side. Gray comes out here where he was a while ago. Maupin's in the slot. Bulldogs are bringing the heat. Miller rolls left. He better throw it in a hurry because they're there, and he's going to throw it away. And the Zizzers are going to have to punt the ball away to start the second half, as Miller had no one to throw to, as everybody was on the other side of the field, and it's a 4th and a bunch, and the Zizzers will be forced to kick it away. And coming in to do the punting is number 30 for the West Plains Zizzers. That's Luke Cropper for West Plains.
Boy, oh boy.
That went backwards in a hurry.
Yeah, we start at the 49-yard line. Now Cropper standing on the 8.
He's going to punt from the 8. Zizzers shift out of the tight formation. Long snapper, good snap back. Cropper gets it away. Oh, just barely got it away. It hits at the 50, takes a Zizzer bounce. And it's going to go dead at the 39-yard line. So the Carl Junction Bulldogs have it 1st and 10 at their own 39. We still got 9:58 to go in the third quarter in a 17-17 ball game here in Carl Junction, Missouri. You know, we're not very far from the Kansas line.
We're not, like 5 or 6 miles.
Yeah, we could almost throw you over to the Kansas side.
Hey, talking about throwing over, though, Cropper that time had a nice high kick. Let those guys have plenty of time to get down there. Now you've got to stop them on defense.
1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. Bulldogs sent 2 receivers the right side. Quarterback takes a snap. Inside handoff to the running back, who's done a good job of cutting it up, and there he does. He's down the middle of the field. He cuts it inside, goes all the way down to they're going to mark him at the 27, 28-yard line. So that's a pickup of 30 and a first down for the Bulldogs on the inside trap play. That's the first time that inside trap play has picked up yardage tonight.
And it's such a good job of finding the hole and then just going down the field, and made about 3 or 4 Zizzers miss on that play.
It's 1st and 10 from the Zizzer 28-yard line. Bulldogs have it 1st and 10. Mason Gilbert, the quarterback, takes the snap. Inside handoff. No trap this time. He's going to keep it, going to roll, and he's going to be tackled as the Zizzers come up in a hurry, making the play there, number 13 from his outside cornerback position for the West Plains Zizzers. That's Jacob Moore, and that was a big play by Moore, as it's a loss of about 6, brings up 2nd down and 16.
Yeah, the quarterback for Carl Junction has this tendency. He almost acts like he's going to fake like he's throwing right before he does each time. That takes a second or two, and that gave us lots of time to get back there and make the sack.
Gilbert in the backfield, flanked there by Lopez Durham, who had the big run earlier. Ball's on the ground. Picks it up, throws it. It's going to be caught out in the flat. Pickup of about 10. They're going to mark him at the 25. I think so, 25-yard line. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 7 to go for the Bulldogs. The Zizzer 25. They've got to get to the 18 for a 1st and 10.
An excellent job by that Carl Junction quarterback. He almost dropped it, and then he picks it up, throws it out there in the flat.
He needed to drop it one more time.
Yes, he does.
Gilbert in the backfield. The Bulldogs come out in a very tight formation on 3rd and 8. Snap back, inside trap. This time the running backs got the yardage, or they're going to be close. They're going to mark him at the 19, so that's going to bring up a 4th and 1 for the Bulldogs from the 19-yard line. They got to get to the 18 for 1st and 10, and I don't see any opportunity here except to go for it, Travis.
You've got to, and what you got to tell those offensive or defensive line guys, don't jump. They're going to try to draw you off sides right at first. Make them run the play.
Gilbert and Durham in the backfield. Snap back. Guess who? Durham's got it easily. He's all the way down to the 15-yard line, so that's a pickup of 5, and it's a 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from the Zizzers 16-yard line with less than 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
You know, a player we've called so many times this year is 74 Hunter. Hunter is such a great athlete. That fills the hole. And the one deal, you know as well as I do, sometimes they say just run right at your best player, and that's what Carl Junction's doing tonight because they're not giving them a chance to make any tackles.
1st and 10 from the 16. Motion, inside handoff. Guess what? This time, Lopez Durham is held up, and they're going to give him a yard down to the 15-yard line. So it's a pickup 1, brings us 2nd down and 9. We're at 7:42 to go in the third quarter. We got a tie ball game at 17 here in Carl Junction.
Rucker Freeman, number 73, also making some good tackles for West Plains tonight.
Don't forget about America's Car Mart of West Plains at 1702 Porter Wagner Boulevard, where you can find a nice car every day. 2nd down and 9. The ball on the hash in front of the Bulldog bench. Gilbert calls for the ball. Motion across. He's going to fake. He's going to throw. He's going to throw it up in the air. Is that not a push-off? But they're going to call it a touchdown. And the reception there, was that number 5? It was. So the Bulldogs score first in the second half, and they take a 6-point lead as they have the completion to Gage Soul on a 15-yard throw from the quarterback, Gilbert.
And what Coach was talking about there, he is exactly right. Warren, number 88, was the cornerback, and the receiver just basically pushed him off, and it was a good pass, but they did not call offensive interference instead of a touchdown.
Is this Calgar?
Calgar the kicker.
Calgar the kicker. And it looks good to me, and the officials agree. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
There are convenience stores, but not too many have a drive-up window. Yes, the Saba Shop has a drive-up window. They have a full line of drinks, snacks, and much more. They're always getting new products, and if they don't have it, they'll get it for you. The Saba Shop with a drive-up window. Convenient, right? They are open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. across from People's Park on Porter Wagner Boulevard. The Saba Shop.
There's nothing better than football. And just like the Zizzers bring power to the field, Cape Electrical Supply brings power to your projects. Whether you're a contractor, business, or DIYer, we've got the electrical supplies you need to hit a home run. From wiring and lighting to tools and expert advice, Cape Electrical Supply is your trusted teammate. Visit us in West Plains or check us out online. Cape Electrical Supply, powering our community, one connection at a time.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
All night, back here with Travis Smith. And once again, the 45-second rules and apply. The kick was made. Maupin received the ball at the 27-yard line, tried to get to the far sideline in front of the Zizzer bench, gets tackled at the 20. So a little bit of a backup, and the Zizzers have it 1st and 10 to 20, down by 7, 24-17.
So far, too, Carl Junction's doing a good job, and they're scoring. We've got to score every time we get the ball now.
Don't want to punt the ball away. Miller in the backfield. Motion across the formation. Miller sends Jackson Taylor to the wing. Snap. He's looking for Taylor. He's going to throw it to Taylor. Taylor's going to catch it. Taylor's going to get drugged down by the shoulder pads, but it's still a pickup of about 8. And we'll call it 8. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 2 for the West Plains Zizzers after the throw and catch on their behalf.
Nice route by Taylor. As Taylor knew he was going out there in the flat. He saw the cornerback was back about 7 yards, so he just makes his cut. Miller does a good job putting the ball on the money.
Miller does a good job throwing the ball to the guys in the white uniforms. 2nd down and 2 from the 28. Snap back, inside handoff. This time, Jackson Taylor just gets to the 30. They're going to give him the 1st down as official on the near sideline. Has him out to the 31-yard line, so that'll be a 1st and 10. And the Zizzers move the chains. We're inside 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Zizzers trail 24-17.
A lot of points on the board.
You know, the Zizzers have put a lot of points on the board all season long.
They're fun to watch.
Yes, they are. They're a good team to watch. Don't forget to come out next time they're at home. We don't know when it's going to be yet, but come and see them. Snap back. Miller looks. Going to throw it down the sideline. Got the man open.
No.
And he's, knocked out of his hands just at the last minute. The man who just scored the touchdown, Soul, knocked that ball away just before it got to the wide receiver, Jacob Moore, and it's incomplete, and it brings up 2nd down and 10 from the 31-yard line, and Moore is slow to get back to the huddle.
Well, and unfortunately, too, for Carl Junction, that gentleman who just scored the last touchdown you talked about, he's down over here on the sideline as well.
They're working on him. 2nd down and 10 from the 31. Clock stopped, 5:55 to go in the third. Zizzers go with 3 receivers to the right side, 1 receiver left. Single setback. Miller snap, rolls right, looks right, drops the throw. Pressure comes, throws it in the flat, caught. And once again, by number 13, they like to throw it to the kid. I'll tell you what, if I could put it in Jacob Moore's hands every throw, I probably would too.
Well, and Jacob Moore does such a good job of finding an opening out on the field where Miller can go and get it.
And he did that time. He came across the field, makes the reception. It's only a gain of 4, but it's not a loss, and it brings up a 3rd down and 6 for the Zizzers from their own 35-yard line. And I can't get the chair close enough to the table. 3rd and 6. Going to bring pressure. They do. They bring 6. Miller throws it in the flat. Caught by Dew. Dew got upset at the 40-yard line. He's got undercut. He's down and very slow to get up. And it's going to be a 4th down and 1 for the West Plains Zizzers. So they're going to mark him at the 39.5. And we've got to get to the 41 for a 1st and 10, and we're going to go for it.
And, dude, he just held on to that because, like you said, undercut. They took his legs right out from underneath.
And he is moving with a noticeable limp out here to the left side. Bulldogs are going to line up. They got 7 men. Well, they got 10 men on the line. Inside handoff. Over the top is Miller, and I think he got it.
I do, too. He had a little bit of jump there at the very end. We'll just see where they spot it. Good run by Miller. I like the way he went for it like that.
They're going to bring the chains out on this one.
They've got to. Carl Junction, of course, says that no, he didn't make it West Plains sin. We did,
and I don't think he did because they don't have it to the line. They didn't get him to the line, and they've got the chain on the line. And I'm afraid this is going to be about 3 inches short for the West Plains Zizzers.
Miller's trying to tell the referee right now. He goes, "Hey, stuck it out," and the referee's like, "Nope, where your knee went down is what we're looking at."
Where the ball is when you hit the ground. It's going to be a measurement by the officials, and doesn't look good, Travis. I'm saying short by about 3 inches.
Come on.
Don't stretch that chain very tight. Oh, they got it. No, they got it. 1st down.
Yeah, baby.
The tip of the ball was at the marker. Literally, the tip of the ball was touching the marker, and it's a 1st down for the West Plains Zizzers.
And
Carl Junction is going off.
Yes, they are, because Coach Knight saw it first, and then Carl Junction was like, "Hey, we stopped him." They're like, "No, you didn't."
The official marked 1st and 10. There's the break the Zizzers need. Ball 1st and 10 at their own 41. They come back out with an opportunity to put points on the board. Play clock's at 22. Zizzers have trouble getting everybody out there. Snap back. Miller drops, throws it up in the air. Man's wide open, and we got a flag.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness.
They ran the isolated guy. They ran a guy off the field, quote, but he never got off. And that was number 4 for the West Plains Zizzers. Warren Lawson went right down the sideline, but there's a flag down, and let's see what happened here. They're going to call ineligible receiver, I guarantee you.
I think you're right, because they tried to make it a trick play. But
yeah.
Because I wondered why it was so wide open. I'm like, there's nobody around him.
He ran off the field, or ran towards the sideline, but he stopped right at the white line, stood there. When the ball was snapped, he goes down the sideline, and Miller puts it right on his numbers, makes the catch, and the officials are talking it over, and they're going to call an ineligible receiver. Unsportsmanlike. They're calling unsportsmanlike? What was unsportsmanlike about that?
Well, it could be
maybe after the play.
Or two times tonight they've made the wrong motion
Well,
with their hands.
yeah.
But this really is unsportsmanlike.
That's sportsmanlike conduct against the Zizzers from the spot into the play. And
bizarre.
Why are they moving the chains? We didn't get the first down marker. But now they're saying it's 1st and 10, and they move the chains.
Okay. And
It should be first and about 3, but we'll go from here.
Okay.
Anyway, it's 1st and 10 at their own 47. Sometimes I think I know too much. Miller, outside, way overthrown. That one was not one of his best ones. That one was way over the head for the intended receiver, number 13, Jacob Moore, and it's 2nd down and 10 from the 47-yard line.
Paul, I think Miller got a little excited because the way Taylor was running out that time, and almost looked like they're going to do the old hook and ladder with Moore tossing out there to Taylor, but Miller just threw it a little quick.
2nd and 10. I'm still trying to figure out the penalty. They gave us a penalty, and then they gave us a first down, and we didn't have the yardage. But it doesn't matter. It's 2nd and 10. The ball's at the 47. Pressure comes. Miller drops, throws the screen pass, and there was nobody there as Taylor was covered, and nobody was in front of him to block, and now it's 3rd down and 10 from the 37-yard line of the West Plains Zizzers.
I'm sure Coach Atkins looking at it from an offensive coordinator standpoint, saying to himself, hey, we need to come back and run that screen. We just don't need the running back to be that far down the field.
3rd down and 10. The Zizzers need 10 yards to keep the ball in their possession. We're at 4:03 to go in the 3rd quarter. Zizzers trail by 7. No protection in the backfield for the West Plains Zizzer quarterback. Miller drops. Pressure comes really quick. Throws it down to Miller. Taylor on the catch. Taylor down the sideline. Taylor stops, gets thrown out of bounds, and we may have another penalty there as Taylor was thrown to the ground after he was out of bounds. They're going to call him out of bounds at around the 27-yard line. No flag, but it is a first down, West Plains.
And Coach, unfortunately, Miller was back there on the ground for a long time. He took a big hit on that screen, but now he's back up and ready to go.
Well, he's walking back to the huddle. Not running, he's walking back to the huddle, but he is still on the field. Play clock's at 15. We better get this off, fellas. Don't need a first down or don't need a penalty. We're now at 10, and they're not even looking at the clock.
Nope, we're going to get a penalty.
We're going to get a penalty or we're going to take a time. 2, 1. That's a penalty. Kind of got caught off guard there. Delay a game against West Plains. This will give Miller a little bit of time to try to get his wits about him again. And it's 1st and 15. This ball's marked back to the 29-yard line where the Zizzers have it 1st and 10. They trail by 7, 24-17. We're at 3:28 to go in the 3rd quarter here in Carl Junction.
Good game.
It is a good game. It's a good game. The Zizzers have played a bunch of good games this year. We had a bad one to start the season, but other than that, we've played pretty well. Snap back, inside handoff, and Taylor hitting the backfield, but still gets the 5 back from the penalty. So now it brings up 2nd and 10 from the, let's call it the 24, or are they going to make it to 25? They're going to make it to 25, so it's actually 2nd down and 11 for the West Plains Zizzers as we're inside 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Zizzers come up with 2 receivers to the left side. Miller calls for the ball. Inside fake. Looks right. Looks left. Throws right. Down the sideline. Intended there for the wide receiver. Let's guess who. Oh, that was Maupin.
Yeah, Maupin reached out, though, too, but good job by Carl Junction. That twice they've knocked down some long passes.
I was going to say the defender there was number 5 for the for the Bulldogs. That's Gage Soule, who scored the only touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. 3rd down and 10, the ball to 25. We've got to get to the 15 for a 1st and 10. Zizzers come in with 4 wide receivers. They send 3 of those wide receivers to the left side of the formation. Number 13's in the slot. They're going to pick him up man-to-man. Miller drops. No pressure. Throws it over the middle. Caught by Taylor, and Taylor's inside the 10. He's inside the 5. He is down to the 1-yard line on a throw and catch by the senior running back. What a play by the senior who's up a little slow, but he's coming to the line of scrimmage ready to go.
Just knocking them down like bowling pins. That is an excellent run by Taylor.
First and goal, inside handoff. Taylor is not going to make it. He didn't get anything. They're going to mark him short. They're still second and goal from the 1 as the clock continues to tick away. We got to stop it. Why are we stopping the clock?
That's why I was like, why is the clock stopped? It should be running.
I think they're going to call somebody for it. They're having a little discussion. That's never good when the officials are talking and there's no yellow stuff on the ground.
Did like the fact was playing. Oh, there you go, Paul. Me against Carl Junction.
Illegal participation. They had 12 men on the field.
Of course, being at the 3-yard line, that's only a 1.5-yard penalty. Still first and goal from the 1.5-yard line, and now we got stopped and we got a flag again. Oh, they want to reset the play clock. No flag, just reset the play clock because of the stoppage of play. First and goal from the 1. Miller, Taylor in the backfield. We're ready to play. Taylor up the middle. Guess what? He gets in this time. So the Zizzers are 1 point away from tying this ball game up with 2:18 to go here in the quarter, and we were 1 point away, Travis, from having a tie ball game. Good job by Hunter, and they're making a great block. They read that one, and they went down the field, Paul. I like that they took a lot of time off the clock, answered well. Now we need this extra point.
Cobb in to kick the extra point. Tie the ball game up here with 2:18 to go in the first half, or third quarter, first half. We have to be here a long time tonight. I'd make that drive home a little bit longer. Cobb snap back. Oh, we're going to go for 2. And Miller runs, looks, throws in the end zone, and wide open. Guess who? Number 13 gets the reception. Zizzers get the 2-point conversion. We're up 24 or 25 to 24. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we have it all for you.
Hi, this is Sue. Big savings throughout the store for our 20th anniversary event. Select ratchet straps 20% off. 8-piece flip socket set, save $5. 12-in-1 multi-tool, pliers, and flashlight pickup tool, save $5 each. And $10 off a Bun coffee maker, now only $129.99. All this and much more, now through October 31st. Thank you to all of our customers for a great 20 years.
The action continues now with more Zizzer football on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Travis Smith, and when we take a 30-second break, neither team's on the field ready to go as we come back. But now we're about ready to go. So,
Paul, talking about that last extra point, I
think it was a fake. I really think because it was a good snap, and Miller just popped up as soon as he received the ball and started running around back there, and all of a sudden Moore's wide open, and we got a 2-point conversion and a 1-point lead.
It's awesome.
2:18 to go in the quarter. Zizzers up 25-24. Cobb to kick it away, and he's been putting them on the ground. Let's see what happens here. He's going to put this one on the ground as well. It's a low bouncer. Bounces right to one of the Bulldogs, but he's hemmed in, and the ball's loose. The Zizzers said they have it. The Bulldogs, they're claiming that he was down, but the Zizzers say they have it. No official signal yet. Let's wait to see here. They say Zizzer football, so the fumble by the running back, number 1, I shouldn't say running back, he's a wide receiver. Ballard put the ball on the ground after the tackle, and the Zizzers have it 1st and 10, Travis, at the Bulldog 35-yard line.
You have to take advantage of breaks like this. Just no ifs, ands, or buts.
Oh, I was going to say that was a big turnover there. You get the 2-point conversion. You get the ball right back. You have it at their 35-yard line. And now we're going to play with 10. Play clock at 15. Zizzers in the huddle. Let's go, fellas. Play clock at 12.
Come on.
Step to the line of scrimmage in a hurry. Still looking at his wristband. Snap the ball. Let's go. Snap back. We got a motion. There's people running all over the place. This ball is going to be a 5-yard penalty no matter what happens here. As the Zizzers were not ready that time, and it's going to be a legal procedure. And it's going to bring up a 1st down and 15 unless the Bulldogs decide not to take the flag.
You talked about that, too. It just seems like we're getting I don't know if it's a tough time getting the play from the sideline or what the delay's been, but that's their third delay call. Actually, second. They could have been called 3 times.
Yeah. So it's a 1st and 15. The ball now spotted at the 40-yard line. Zizzers still have it. They still lead by 1, 25-24. We're at 2:01 to go in the third quarter here in Carl Junction. The Zizzers come to the line of scrimmage. They line up with a tight end on the left side, a tight end on the right, slot back right side as well. Ooh, there's a motion man there. No flag. Taylor gets to the outside, turns it up, picks up the 5 we lost on the penalty, plus another 5, so he picks up 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 30-yard line where it's going to be second down and about 5 to go for the West Plains offense on a nice run by the senior running back from West Plains.
Good job that time by number 77, Eli Hester, making the good block.
Zizzers have it, second down. Well, they gave him 9. They make it a second down and 6.
Brings up second and 6 for West Plains.
Zizzers come to the line of scrimmage. Tight end right side, wide receiver left. Miller shifts it around. Now we're going to have tight end left side, wing back left side. Snap back. Taylor up the middle. He's got the first down and more and hounds onto the ball as he crosses the the 25 to the 24. They move the chains. It's another 1st and 10, Travis, for the West Plains Zizzers.
That's so nice to see West Plains come out here, take advantage of that turnover, take time off the clock, now put some more points up on the board.
America's Car Mart, West Plains at 1702 Porter Wagner Boulevard. See them if you need something to drive. We got a 55 seconds to go in the third quarter. Zizzers on top, 25-24. Zizzers in no hurry as they have the lead and the football. 1st and 10, snap back. Guess who? Taylor up the middle. Taylor just picks his way through, gets to the 20, and then we got a pile of push this way, push that way. Nobody goes down, but they blow the whistle.
Here we go. Taylor gets up. That's the most important part, too.
And I think unless the Zizzers want to run a play, that will be the last play of the third quarter, except they're in no hurry. They're not. I don't think they're going to run one. They're going to let this clock wind down as you're ahead. Smart play here. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Do you have assisted devices that you no longer need, such as a wheelchair, a walker, a cane, or shower chair? You can donate it to Ozark Independent Living. They will in turn give it to someone in need. It's local people helping local people. Ozark Independent Living in West Plains at 1098 Avenue, 417-257-0038.
Your care, your choice, your independence. Ozark Independent Living.
Shrimp Runner Seafood is now open in West Plains across from the Civic Center at 109 St. Louis Street. Call ahead or stop in and pick up fresh Gulf crawfish, fish, and shrimp that's shipped every week. Hey, make things awesome. You can check out Shrimp Runner's Boil Barn, serving up boiled shrimp, crawfish, and crab legs. Wow, it's spectacular. And it's right here in West Plains. Shrimp Runner Seafood and Shrimp Runner's Boil Barn. Check it out.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
Parking lot.
Okay, good enough. Okay.
She was sitting in my car when I got in.
Good enough.
Paul Hunt back here with Travis Smith. We were talking. Forgot it was our turn to go.
Here we go.
Second down and 6. The ball's at the 20-yard line. Zizzers need 6 for a first down. They need 20 for a touchdown. Tight formation. Single running back is Taylor. Jackson Taylor didn't get the first down, but he got 4, and that's going to bring up third down and about 2, Travis, from somewhere around the 17-yard line, and we got to get to about the 14.5. So it's actually 3rd and 3.
And just keep taking time off the board. 25-24. We've got a 1-point lead, but we need getting the touchdown here, and that makes it a 2-score game.
Miller in the backfield with Taylor. Oh, my gosh. High snap over everybody's head, and the ball picked up there, fall on by Taylor at the 32-yard line. So that's going to bring up 4th down and about 14 to go. And now what do you do here? You're gonna have to go for it. That's out of sight of Cobb's range, I'm sure. And it's 4th down and about 4 to go, or 14 to go, after the bad snap.
Yeah, you got to go for it and just hopefully try to get the first down. If not, at least take it deep down the field. Very important.
Oh, talk about turn of events right there. 4th and 14. Miller calls for the ball, rolls left. Guess where he's looking? He's got him in the end zone. He throws it up there, and it's going to be
almost picked off, but incomplete.
Incomplete. So the Bulldogs are going to get the ball after the 4th down play, and that series right there was very difficult to understand on the bad snap. And the Zizzers had a 3rd and 3, and it turns into a 4th and 14. They don't get the first down. Bulldogs have the ball. They're still ahead. I mean, the Zizzers are still ahead, but the Bulldogs have the ball at their own 27-yard line.
Boy, oh boy.
That one hurt. That one hurt.
I got to get the ball back here.
Yeah, because we were moving the football, and now the Bulldogs have it with 10:44 to go in the quarter. Final quarter. Gilbert calls for it. Inside handoff fake. Rolls right. Pressure comes. Hunter, wall over him. Unfortunately, he gets the ball away, and it's caught by the wide receiver, number 26, who's not had a reception. That is Tandem Jones, and he's all the way down to the West Plains. Where are they going to mark him? They're going to mark him at the 42-yard line. So it's 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs in Zizzer territory.
And they just keep making people miss. I mean, we had a chance to tackle them about 20 yards down the field. You got to wrap them up, guys.
1st and 10 from the Zizzer 42. Inside 10:20 to go in the ball game. Zizzers have that 1-point lead on the 2-point conversion. Bulldogs line up in the tight formation. Gilbert calls for the ball. Inside handoff to Durham Lopez, and Lopez is going to score.
Bye-bye.
They're not catching him. And it's a 42-yard touchdown run, and the Bulldogs go back in front with 10:02 to go in the ball game.
And, Paul, I don't know how they're going to call it, but they're going to get a horse collar on the end of that play. So will they do that on the kickoff or the extra point?
On the kickoff.
Okay. And after he scored the touchdown, he ripped him back from behind. I think it's going to be a horse collar. We'll just have to see what the referee comes up with. Extra point, very important here, is right now Carl Junction only with the 5-point lead, so they'll probably go for 2.
Personal foul, horse collar against the Zizzers being applied on the kickoff. That's what he's pointing down there for. So the Bulldogs will kick off from, they'll kick off from R45.
Oh, my.
Bulldogs have the lead. It's 30-25, and Travis, you called it. They're going to go for 2. Trailing, only ahead by 5. I say only ahead. They're ahead by 5. And they're going to go for 2.
Big play for the defense here.
I was going to say, if you can keep them out, that means a touchdown puts you back ahead even without the extra point. Gilbert in this backfield. Snap. Inside handoff fakes. Rolls right. Pressure comes. Throws it into the middle of the field. It's not the way incomplete. And the Zizzers stop the 2-point conversion. I don't see any flags. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on the radio. KKDY 102.5.
Break 19, this is Roadrunner for Junkyard Dog. You got your ears on? Come on. 10-4, what can I do for you? I just passed you, son. Where'd you get all that chrome and them chicken lights? Come back. Rick's Truck Repair. They got the biggest selection of chrome and LED lights within 100 miles, and they're my go-to place for rear, so I'm not down for long. Mercy me, my Rick's got some issues. What's there, 20? They're on Cell 63 in West Plains next to Highland Dairy. This is the Roadrunner, and I am headed to Rick's Truck Repair. I am gone.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Travis Smith. The Zizzers play here on the radio. They need to score on this possession to get back in front as they trail 30-25. We've got 10:02 to go in the ball game as the Zizzers had a very disappointing last offensive series after the unfortunate bad snap.
And like you said, too, because of that penalty on the horse collar now, Carl Junction is getting the kickoff from the R45-yard line.
The R45-yard line, so you might try. You better look for something kind of fishy here because they've got good field position whether they kick it deep or not. They got a new guy out there to do the kicking. Number 37 has walked out there as Nolan Crook. He's another kicker. They've got 5 kickers listed on their program. That's the only thing they got is kicker.
You got it, Paul. There's a huge hole in the middle. That's what they'll try.
And they tried the onside, and they got it.
Huge hole in the middle. You call that, Paul.
The Zizzers were not prepared for that, as they only had 5 men on the line of scrimmage, and unfortunately, the Bulldogs get the recovery. But I think the Bulldogs are going to have the ball. I think they may have got a roughing penalty afterwards.
I thought maybe they were going to say something about the kicker. Actually, was pretty smart, because he went down there and he was purposely trying not to touch it, so it went 10 yards.
Personal foul against West Plains, so that's a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. So that's going to give the Bulldogs the football inside.
Should be about down to the 20.
They said West Plains has the ball. Well, I thought Carl Junction recovered.
Okay. Interesting. Boy,
Well, the Zizzer offense is out there. The Bulldog defense is out there. So West Plains has the ball, but they will start from their own 21-yard line.
So I guess what they didn't call it, but I think what they said was it didn't go 10 yards. Boy, Carl Junction fans are not happy. You hear them in the background. The Boo Birds are out.
The Boo Birds are out on this side of the field. 1st and 10 Zizzers, trail by 5. Miller in the backfield with Taylor. Jackson Taylor, excuse me. Bulldogs look like you're going to bring some people up the middle. Miller rolls left, looks down the left sideline. Guess who? Throws it out there. Oh, off the hands.
Oh my goodness.
That doesn't happen very often. Jacob Moore had his man beat off the end of his fingertips, incomplete, and it's 2nd down and 10 from the 21-yard line.
You know, a lot of times tonight when Moore's ran that too, it's kind of been overthrown. And I think that time he was thinking, I'm going to hold back just a little bit. Went behind it. That was a beautiful pass by Miller. That
was a nice throw. Unfortunately, the catch wasn't made, and it brings up 2nd down and 10 from the 21. This time, Maupin goes wide left. 3 receivers to the right side. Nobody in the backfield. Miller drops. Pressure comes right from the sideline. Taylor across the field, catches, breaks 1 tackle, gets enough for the 1st down, ridden out of bounds on the Zizzer sideline, but I think it's enough. It is. It's the 1st down, as they're going to mark him at the 34-yard line, so it's 1st and 10. We're inside 9:40 to go in the ball game. Zizzers trail 25-30, but they have the football and a 1st and 10 at their own 34.
Taylor, he is so good about getting that extra yardage, that yards after touch or whatever they call it. He gets hit and just keeps going.
Zizzers send 2 receivers to the right side, 1 receiver left. Guess who that one on the left side is?
Moore.
Yeah, and I think they're looking to oh no. Bad snap again. This time Miller picks it up and throws it away rather than fall on it. And it's a 2nd down.
4th time tonight there's been some kind of problem between the center and getting that snap to the quarterback. Ball on the ground. 9:30 left to go in the 4th quarter. Carl Junction in front, 30-25.
2nd down and 10. The ball at the 34-yard line. Zizzers need 10 yards for a 1st down. Got 2 plays to get there. This one and the next one. Miller in the backfield with Taylor. Miller drops, looks to throw. No pressure. All of a sudden there's everybody in his face. Looks it down the sideline, throws it. It's going to be caught by Maupin. Maupin has it still on his feet. He's inside the 30. He's still on his feet, and he's finally knocked out of bounds at the 26-yard line. The sophomore went up in the air, caught the ball, came down with people all around him, and gets the 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Zizzers in Bulldog territory on a nice throw and catch.
Great catch by Maupin. I really think, too, Carl Junction's quarterback had a chance at it. He didn't time his jump correctly. He jumped too soon, and by the time he was back on the ground, Maupin was in the air making the reception.
Zizzers play clock's at 15. They come to the line of scrimmage on the 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 26. Miller calls for the ball. Snap back, going to roll left. Guess where he's looking? Throws it out down the middle of the field, and it's going to be caught by Dew. Oh, my gosh, was he wide open? Wyatt Dew on a 30 or 26-yard throw and catch, and the Zizzers have the lead again by 1, 36 or 31-30.
Paul, Dew was the only receiver out here on the right. He was isolated. He just made a move on the cornerback, got his cornerback turned around, Wide open. Great.
Wide open.
Great catch by two.
26-yarder, and the Zizzers have the lead by 1.
May as well go by for 2 here.
I think they're going to. Zizzers are light. This one thing about West Plains this year, it can light up a scoreboard.
Yes, they can. They can.
Zizzers are going to go for 2. They go to the full house backfield. Inside pitch, right side. They're going to throw. Taylor throws it in the corner. Oh, he was open, but Taylor went into his right, threw it with his left hand, incomplete. Zizzers lead 31-30. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
If you're a pro or even a do-it-yourselfer, Win Supply of West Plains is your store. Win Supply of West Plains is your supply store for A.O. Smith water heaters, Delta faucets, Milwaukee tools, Klein tools, and all the accessories you need to do your plumbing yourself. Find them in West Plains at 1015 Preacher Row Boulevard and online at winsupplyofwestplains.com. Win Supply of West Plains is for pros like you.
This is Damon at TLG Peterbilt, Willow Springs. We supply parts for all makes of trucks and trailers to get you back on the road quickly as possible. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Find us on Highway 60 in Willow Springs or online at tlgtrucks.com for fast, friendly service to get you back on the road in no time. TLG Peterbilt, uptime all the time.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
Full night back here with Travis Smith. The kickoff was a little ground ball that ended up at the 30-yard line, fielded by the Bulldogs. And Travis, one thing about this, the way we were kicking the ball tonight, they're not getting any run back.
No, they're not. And that's one of the things that Coach talked about in the special teams. They said, hey, we're going to get some guys, make sure they stay in their lane. We're going to have Cobb kicking on the ground, not much chance for reception. And I think the best they've got tonight's to the 35-yard line.
Well, I was going to say, one of the things they've got Jackson Hunter, number 74. He made the tackle on that kickoff.
That's amazing.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. They trail by 1. Inside handoff to the running back, and he's in the backfield and tackled by a host of Zizzers, led there by the inside linebackers, Cropper and, Wilson. Wilson, yes.
Good job by both those guys.
They came through the A-gaps, made the tackle for a loss of 2, and it's 2nd down and 12 from the 28-yard line now for the Bulldogs in those red uniforms.
Clock still ticking. 8:20 left to go. West Plains on top, 31-30.
Mason Gilbert, the quarterback. Of course, he's flanked there on the left side by number 2. That's Lopez Durham. Lopez Durham up the middle. He's going to get the 2 that he lost on the last play, but not much more as he gets to the line of scrimmage. They're going to mark him all the way up to the 34.
Oh, my goodness. Generous spot there.
Oh, my. But they're going to give him the 34-yard line, so that's going to bring up 3rd down and about 6 to go. We got a cold coach.
I'm going to get my coat for Stowers.
We got a cold coach.
I don't blame him being up there. That's kind of
3rd down and 6. Zizzers the Bulldogs have the football. They trail by 1. Going to throw the quick pass to the outside. It's caught by the wide receiver. I think that's number 1, and he's taken out of bounds. But after a gain of about 11, and it's a 1st down. The reception's there by number 8. That's Brian Hanks, and it's a 1st and 10 out to the 46-yard line for the Bulldogs from Carl Junction.
West Plains still leads by 1 point. 7:22 left to go here in the 4th quarter.
7:22 to go. We need to stop right here.
Good game.
We need to stop.
Yes, we do.
Got a good game. Good football game here in Carl Junction. 2 pretty evenly matched teams. One of them's going to go home a winner, and one of them's not. Inside handoff to the running back, and he's hitting the backfield, but picks up maybe 2. But let's give him 2 as he gets to the 47-yard line. So that'd really only be 1, wouldn't it? Well, they're going to give him the 48. So we'll make it 2. And it's 2nd down and 8 now for the Bulldogs from their own 48-yard line. Clock's inside, 7 minutes to go in the ball game, and the Zizzers have that big 1-point lead.
Huge. The clock still keeps ticking. Boy, this game has gone by quick tonight.
2nd down and 8. Gilbert, the quarterback in the backfield. He calls for the ball. He's going to drop. He's going to throw. He looks right. He looks left, and then he's in. Oh, my gosh. Those 3 down linemen said, hey, let's have a party back there in the backfield, somewhere around the 40-yard line, as the Zizzers defensive front, all 3 of them were right there to make the tackle at a loss of about 10 on the play, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 17. And Travis, they were there in a hurry.
They really were. I mean, Freeman, Hunter, those guys got such good penetration and just didn't let go.
Zizzers defense, Peyton Allen, number 79, in there as well. Zizzers now looking, or the Bulldogs looking at a 3rd and 17. Zizzers defense, snap back. Miller's going to throw down the field. He throws it up in the air, and it's going to be, could have been intercepted, but it wasn't. But it's going to be a 4th down, and the Bulldogs are going to punt it away, Travis.
Good job by Long out there. But sometimes you want to tell those cornerbacks just knock it down, because if that receiver had been open, or not been open, but just been watching what's going on, that ball got tipped up in the air, that would have been disaster.
So it's a 4th down, and for the Bulldogs, they're going to punt it away maybe. You got to think about this, because Gilbert, the quarterback, is also the punter.
Be very, very careful on that.
But it is 4th and 17. But he does kick it away, and it's a high one. It's going to be air caught by Jackson Taylor at the 24-yard line. So the Zizzers have the ball, a 1-point lead. Still a lot of time, Travis, 5:48 to go, but they do have the lead and the football.
They got to take now, what you got to do is take time off the board, just go down the field, grind, and take that time off the clock. No turnovers. And keep the ball moving forward. Protect the rock.
And you can expect the Bulldogs to play about a 7 or 8 man line. In fact, they've got 5 on the line and the 2 linebackers stacked right behind them. 1st and 10. Pitch right side. Jackson Taylor into the secondary.
Go, baby.
Taylor down the sideline. Taylor steps out of bounds after the 1st down at the 41-yard line. And it's a 1st and 10 for the West Plains Zizzers, out to their own 40-yard line, and that was a great play there by Jackson Taylor to get away from some pressure in the backfield and pick up the yards for the 1st down.
Well, not only Taylor, but also 22, Dew was out there blocking. Both those guys scored touchdowns more. That makes a difference. When you've got a good running back, you can have receivers that'll block for you.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Clock's inside 5:40 as he went out of bounds. Stops it at 5:40. Zizzers moves the tight end to the left side, wing back to the left side as well. Snap back, inside handoff. Jackson Taylor to the left side. He's hitting the backfield, but that won't stop him as he goes down to the 43-yard line. So he picks up 3, brings up 2nd down and 7. But more importantly than that, Travis, that clock right there is moving.
Just keeps ticking away.
So the clock's not moving, but the time on the clock is moving.
Yes, it is. Keep going.
If that clock moves, we're in trouble. That's a big clock.
That's when it's the end of the world type stuff.
That's the end of the world type stuff. 2nd down and 7. The ball's at the 43. We need 7 yards to keep the clock and the ball. Miller lets the play clock down. Inside 5. Calls for it. Inside handoff. Guess what? Jackson Taylor's got the 1st down and more. Jackson Taylor crosses the 50. Down to the 43-yard line of the Bulldogs. That's another Zizzer 1st down, and the clock continues to roll as we're inside 4:50 to go in the ball game. Zizzers have that 1-point lead and the football.
And even more importantly, Q. Taylor was smart, cerebral that time, stayed in bounds, kept that clock going.
So it's 1st and 10 from the Bulldog 42.5-yard line. Points on the board right here, Travis, would be very, very big.
Huge.
Who said that?
I'm trying to think. I knew as soon as you said that.
I did too.
Like Ben Stiller, just do it.
Do it. 1st and 10. Guess who? Taylor up the middle. This time he's hitting the backfield, but still gets maybe a yard, maybe 2. But more importantly, Travis, we're inside 4 minutes in the ball game.
And Paul, but now just looking back on that, that was so good that Carl Junction did not get that onside. Totally different ball game now.
Oh, yeah. But, Travis, you look back and there's several plays in every game. What happens if we don't recover the onside kick?
Amen.
What happens if they don't get a penalty? But anyway, right now we got a 1-point lead, the ball, and it's 3:45, and Miller's making sure that play clock gets down to inside 5 before he calls for the ball. Fakes it. Throws it out here in the flat. It's caught there that's the first time he's touched the ball. That's number 20 for the West Plains Zizzers. That's Gavin Marshall. And that was his first touch. And it's a pickup of about 5, and it brings up third down and 5 from the 37. We got a timeout on the field. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on the radio. KKDY 102.5.
Local people helping local people. That's what Ozark Independent Living is all about. Ozark Independent Living helps the disabled, the elderly, Medicaid recipients, and disabled veterans remain in their homes independently. Do you know someone who needs help? Contact Ozark Independent Living today in West Plains, 417-257-0038.
Your care, your choice, your independence. Ozark Independent Living.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Travis Smith. We got 3:31 to go in the fourth quarter. Zizzers have it. Third down and 5 from the Bulldog 38-yard line. This game's brought to you by Global's Collision Repair on Old Airport Road in West Plains. Relax. They can take care of any repair you might need right there.
And they do a good job. I've used them multiple times.
What does that say about your driving habits?
Well, I just thought about that.
Yeah.
I never said who was driving it. I'll blame it on the kid.
Oh, okay. 3rd and 5. Bulldogs defense crowding the line. Hand off to Taylor Jackson up the middle. He's not going anywhere this time. That's going to bring up a 4th down, and the Bulldogs are going to stop the clock again. So with 3:25 to go, we'll be back in 30 seconds here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Are you needing to sell your real estate? Seek help today from the professional realtors at Century 21 Ozark Hills Realty. Their agents have decades of combined experience and are experts in all areas of real estate, including commercial real estate, farms, new construction, and of course, residential. So if you are looking to sell, turn to Century 21 Ozark Hills Realty at 1822 Porter Wagner Boulevard in West Plains.
The action continues now with more Zizzer football on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Travis Smith. It's 4th and 7, and it looks to me like, Travis, I hate to say this, but it looks like the offense is coming back on the field.
We were talking, do you go for it or do you punt it and stuff? I meant with the ball right there at the 39-yard line, and West Plains is going to roll the dice.
I think they're going to try to draw them offside. That's my call. That's my call, but
they got to do it twice. They're 4th and 7.
4th and 7. Ball. Miller takes the snap. Looks right, throws left. It's caught.
Oh, my gosh. Moore.
Caught the ball. Moore caught the ball at the 29-yard line, and we got a 1st and 10. Miller to Moore. Does that sound familiar?
Yes, and Jacob Moore, it's amazing. It looks like 2 or 3 guys on him. He goes up there and still makes the catch. Moore is a really talented receiver.
Made the catch, came down inbounds, then steps out of bounds, stops the clock, 3:19. One more first down, and this ball game's over.
Come on, Z.
Miller in the shotgun. Taylor back there with him. Pitch to the right side. Taylor cuts up behind guess who? Jackson Hunter. Taylor inside the 20. We're down inside. That's another first down. We're at the 18-yard line, and we're inside 3:10, and the clock is up for the first down. That's why.
Yeah, it does. But
now we got it.
There we go.
We're less than 3 minutes. Play clock's at 30. I'll bet we snap this with about 2 seconds to go on the play clock. Bulldogs defensively are standing around with their hands on their hips because they know the situation. Unless the ball gets on the ground, the Zizzers are going to get the number 1 seed in this district. 1st and 10. Miller in the backfield. Play clock at 6. Snap back. Inside handoff. Taylor puts it under his shoulder pads and goes, I'll take it to the 10. And the Bulldogs take their final timeout of the ball game. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Hawkins Home and Lawn.
Hi,
Hi, this is Anna. We are excited to announce the new line of best home furnishings with the Field & Stream brand. Field & Stream has inspired generations to explore and cherish the great outdoors. And now you can bring this timeless legacy into the heart of your home. This beautifully crafted collection of modern lodge-style furniture is designed to honor stories of adventure, family, and tradition. Stop in today at our West Plains and Mountain Grove stores. Financing available, and we deliver.
Helping in your community is a great feeling. Howell County Habitat for Humanity is working on building their 31st home this year. If you would like to be a volunteer, it is easy and quite rewarding. Habitat for Humanity needs volunteers to work on Saturdays. To step up to be a volunteer, call or go by the Habitat Restore at 1109 Porter Wagoner Boulevard. Do it once, and if you have fun, do it again. Howell County Habitat for Humanity, helping families one home at a time.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
First and 10 for the West Plains Zizzers at the Bulldog 12. They don't have to score. They just have to keep the ball. Inside handoff. Jackson Taylor, he says, I'll just go ahead. No, he went down at the 1 yard line.
So smart. So smart.
That you're right, because they could still They could still score and go for 2 and tie.
Yep. Unbelievable.
Ball's first and goal from the 2, and the Zizzers have 2:18 to run off the clock. The play clock's at 30, so it's first and 10. And if I got this figured right, we can take 3 knees, and this ball game is over.
Done. But think about Taylor being smart enough, though, to just say, hey, I want to just take the knee and not get in the end zone. That's so tough to coach things like
Zizzers
that.
go to the pregame or the postgame.
Safety formation.
Not a safety, but...
No, the safety play.
Yeah. Take the snap, take the knee. Play clock starts at 40. So this next snap will be at 1:10. So this will be second down. The crowd is starting to leave, Travis.
They're starting to figure it out, too. They're like, why is nothing going on? And they're like, well,
we don't have to.
Yes.
Zizzers can take another snap. Now they're going to go, they're in the, what are we doing here? We're in a formation.
Oh, my God.
We're going to pitch left. Jackson Taylor runs to the corner. Taylor's into the end zone. Well, okay, let's go that way.
Oh, my God.
We're still ahead.
And by 7, let's hope for the extra point here. Oh, my goodness gracious.
We give them the ball back, though.
What in the world?
Well, if we make the extra point, we're ahead by 8. So with 1:16 to go in the ball game, the Zizzers take the lead by a score of 37-30. Cobb in to attempt the extra point. This is a big one.
Huge.
Yeah, huge. Snap back, kicks up. Looks good to me. Officials, do they agree? No, they don't.
Just a little bit right.
Just a little bit right. Looked to me like it went through, but it didn't. So we've got 1:16 to go. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the radio. KKDY 102.5.
This is Damon at TLG Peterbilt, Willow Springs. We supply parts for all makes of trucks and trailers to get you back on the road quickly as possible. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Find us on Highway 60 in Willow Springs or online at tlgtrucks.com for fast, friendly service to get you back on the road in no time. TLG Peterbilt, uptime all the time.
Do you have assisted devices that you no longer need, such as a wheelchair, a walker, a cane, or shower chair? You can donate it to Ozark Independent Living. They will in turn give it to someone in need. It's local people helping local people. Ozark Independent Living in West Plains at 1098 Avenue, 417-257-0038.
Your care, your choice, your independence. Ozark Independent Living.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Travis Smith, and the Zizzers do play here for hopefully another minute and 16 seconds and have the win 37-30. Low grounder. It's rolling around. It's picked up at the 28-yard line. He's tackled at the 33. So the Bulldogs will have the ball, first and 10, at their own 33-yard line. And Travis, they're going to try to throw it.
Yeah, they're going to try to throw it, too.
And they're going to try to throw it to number 1 or number 8 out there in someplace. And their defense better be ready. And I'll bet you that the front 3 are going to come in a hurry.
Yeah, they're going to go after it. But now what's telling us, do not let anybody get by you.
This game brought to you by Buy or Sell Real Estate with the Iron Brand Realty in West Plains. They're on Porter Wagner Boulevard. Another one of the fine Zizzers sponsors. Gilbert takes the snap, drops, throws in the flat. It's going to be caught. Receiver gets out of bounds, but he's going to be short of the first down. I think first downs really don't matter right now.
Right.
They're going to mark it at the 42. That's going to be short by a yard. But unfortunately, they only ran off 6 seconds. 1:06 to go in the ball game. The ball's at the 42-yard line. The Bulldogs have the ball, but the Zizzers have a 7-point lead. Gilbert in the backfield. Play some D, boys. Gilbert drops. Pressure comes. Steps up. Pressure's going to get there. Pressure's going to get him down. And he goes down. 2nd down and 1 becomes 3rd down and about 14, and they have no timeouts left.
Raiden Wilson getting it done once again.
Clock runs. We're inside 50. No timeouts. 3rd and 14 for the Bulldogs from their own 30. Gilbert takes the snap. Rolls to the left side. This time he's got some man open in the flat. Incomplete. Clock stops. 33 seconds to go. But more importantly, Travis, it is fourth down.
33 seconds left. West Plains with the lead, 37-30.
37-30. 33 seconds to go in the ball game. Bulldogs have it. 4th and 13 from their own 30. And, guess what they're doing? They're moving Hunter to the right side to come in from this side, the wide side of the field.
Love it.
And it's only a 3-man rush. It's a down 3. That's the only people that are coming into the football game. Play clock's at 10. The Bulldogs may get a delay of game, and that'd make it even bigger. 4th and 13. Snap back. Gilbert rolls to that side. Hunter's right there. Gilbert throws it. It's caught, but he's short. He's short. That's not going to be enough. It's going to be Zizzer football as he comes up a yard short, and the Zizzers have it 1st and 10, and the ball game is ours to have.
What a game, Paul. That was one of the better games we've done in a very, very long time.
Zizzers are going to get the victory. They're going to take the victory formation, take a knee, and they're going to win. They're going to win the district. They're going to get a week off, and you talk about a season. The Zizzers are going to come out on top tonight, 37-30. They're going to go to 7-2. And they're going to get next week off as they'll be the number 1 seed in Class 4, District 6.
So exciting to watch.
Oh, my, what a game.
Awesome.
What a game.
Coach Stowers right behind us. All the coaches, they're like, hey, we're ready to go.
Zizzers run out the clock. We're inside 16, but the Bulldogs can't stop it. And the Zizzers are going to win this ball game tonight. Both the teams meeting there for the handshake at the midfield stripe. And Travis, that was a good football game.
That was a fun game to watch. And we've seen a lot of good games over the years, but that was one of the ones you'll remember for a long, long time.
Make the drive over here to Carl Junction, go home with the victory, and the Zizzers improved to 7-2. The Bulldogs fall to 5-4. And the Zizzers will not play next Friday night as they'll get the first round bye. They'll play
to West Plains Bank and Trust Company. Welcome. Simply visit westplainsbank.com and click Open Account. 24/7 convenience, FDIC insured, free debit card and e-statements. It's simple and convenient to open your account online with West Plains Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC.
This is Ginger with Miller Satellite and Home Store. If you're needing affordable and reliable internet, then we have a package for you. Give us a call today at 417-255-1972 and ask about our new HughesNet Lite plan for only $49.99 a month with a $10 savings a month for the first 12 months and only a 1-year contract. Once again, that's Miller Satellite and Home Store, 417-255-1972, or check us out online at millersat.com.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we have it all for you. Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, where we love what we do.
Savings throughout the store. Hi, this is Zane. We are celebrating our 20th anniversary with 20% off 5-quart Extreme Bar and Chain Oil, 20% off gallon Shell Zone antifreeze, 1 gallon Prime Guard antifreeze, now only $3.99. All this and much more, all for our 20th anniversary, now through October 31st. Thank you to all our customers for a great 20 years.
Is it about time for a new heating and cooling system? Butler Heating and Air, your authorized Trane dealer, says now's the time. Because now through November 15th, you get an instant rebate on a new Trane system of up to $650. Get unbelievable comfort and reliability with a new Trane system from Butler Heating and Air. It's hard to stop a Trane.
BHA, Butler Heating and Air. Call 256-7984.
Building lasting relationships, one customer at a time.
I've always wanted to be a nurse, but life got in the way. Kids, work, bills. It felt impossible. Then I discovered Missouri State West Plains has flexible programs that fit my schedule. Now I'm training for a career that gives back with job security for my family. Where do I want to be tomorrow? Helping others and building a future for my kids.
Missouri State West Plains. New beginnings, endless possibilities. Feller Construction is a family-owned and operated company serving the southern Missouri area. They provide various construction services from the smallest remodel to custom-built homes, all at a competitive price. Feller Construction of West Plains would be honored to be your builders for all your building needs. Contact Feller Construction at 417-257-7275 to schedule your project today.
It's back to the